Oh yeah, and then we start the episode by popping a toppy.
Yeah, you want to just like you don't have to drink it truly,
yeah.
but you gotta crack it. Those are the rules.
Those are the rules. I do the double crack.
Chill. So you just right up to the mic and just give it a little
Right up to that mic and.
Oh yeah, that's all we need.
Y'all don't take the little joint off I just heard?
Yeah. Oh you breaking the tab off?
Saving those fucking turtles, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna say that. We're gonna go with that.
God dang. Those turtles.
It was just kind of in the way, you know. I'm gonna save a turtle.
The turtles in the way or the tabs in the way?
I think the turtles were the 6-pack rings.
Yeah, have you ever had
That
that?
actually tastes better than 90% of the alcohol I've ever tried.
Oh, snap. Yeah, we have somebody. Yeah.
No, like, I don't know. Everyone's like, what do you mean you drink them seltzers like White Claw? What about, where's your Coors and your Steel Reserve, brother? Like, fuck that, dude. That shit tastes like ass.
A bull Timberland boot.
He's racially ambiguous and Baddie. That guy's fucking ridiculous and we don't know. Best not to ask yourself why. But my friend, you've arrived. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
It tastes like shit.
Yeah, you're like, oh, man. The first thing when people say, oh, you should try this beer, or when you're just now drinking beer, it's like, well, it's an acquired taste. Guess what's not? This.
Yeah.
You just like, man, that's better than 90%.
They call it the girly drinks. I'm like, well, hey, you know,
Yo,
I'm gonna get mine.
your boy's
I'll
happy.
take the girly drink. Is it got the swirly straw with the strawberries in it? Yeah, give me that. Like, I'm good. Like, I'll get my fruit while I'm at it.
Satisfied.
Ew, look at what he's drinking. I post in a dress sometimes. This is fine. I wear a dress on the internet at times. I'm like, no, yeah, judge me for
People are
this.
so fucking scared. Like, oh, I can't touch my strong masculine image. Like,
You got soft hands, bro.
You know why I don't
You're Rex, I moisturize.
I work 48 hours a day.
I don't masturbate because that's gay. Because then I'm touching a dick. And that's when you start the episode.
Welcome to Unsubscribe.
Welcome to the Unsubscribed Podcast. As always, we have Eli Double Tap, myself, Baddie Streams, and our very fucking cool, powerful, strong, wonderful, cute, sexy, awesome guest,
Alfred Fredo.
Fredo plays on TV. No, Fredo on TV. There it is. I want to
Last
say Fredo
name the
plays.
third. You were the third in a row.
I'm actually the fourth.
What? Why you got the third on there?
So there's my granddad, then my dad, and then my dad's half brother, and then me. Nobody goes by Alfred. The name sucks. They kept passing it on. It's not happening again.
You think? Yeah.
You're the end of.
No more Alfred. They asked me. It's not happening. Like, my dad goes by Al, his dad goes by Crip, and my uncle goes by Junior. I'm Fredo. Nobody's Alfred.
We've passed this name down that we've hated generation after generation.
If I had to deal with it, you got to deal with it. Fuck you.
The Batman jokes they just spawn every time.
Alfred. Alfred, the Batmobile.
How's Master Bruce? I don't know. I seen it coming a mile away. They do it. I went to the dentist to get my wisdom tooth taken out, and I remember like slightly because I was high. It was like, hey, your girlfriend
And
told
then you
me
showed up to the dentist office, right?
like, I heard you don't like your name. Yeah, so Alfred, I was like, yeah, I hope they stab you with the needle instead. That's crazy. Cracked the Batman joke anyway. I couldn't do anything about it.
What are you
I
gonna
should have
do?
did the Batman joke. And
Why the fuck at the dentist? They talk to you. They got their full ass fucking hand down your throat. They're in there working, scrubbing, drilling, whatever. And they're like, "So how was your day?" And they're like, "Yeah, okay, cool. What's your favorite color? How you been? What's your mother's maiden name? Last 4 of your social security number?" Very strange.
That's what me and Sav, when she's S-ing my D, I ask her all the questions.
You just say S-ing.
I put it together quick. I was like, huh? Oh yeah. Okay.
Babe, how was your day? That's amazing. You streaming later?
She sounds so concerned. So supportive.
S-ing my D.
Styling my
You
do.
are 38.
Styling my do.
Say sucking my dick. Just say sucking my dick. Say it.
I'm tricking the YouTube algorithm. The AI. Well, now because you ruined it, Baddie. Old Alfred over here. Make the Batman jokes. My man coming in. You've been here. We've talked for how many months now? We're like back and forth.
Did you guys meet
Probably
Grinder?
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, Grinder. It was fun. I was like, what's that? What's up?
It's an interesting Tinder profile.
It's my dresses.
It's like,
I like you in pink. Oh, thank you.
it's true. It is a good color on you. Brings out your eyes.
Thank you. So how long you been doing internet content? My boy, give us the rundown for everyone that you're big on TikTok, you're big on IG, you're fucking blowing up on YouTube.
It's been like 10 years. But
No shit, really?
I went missing in between that. So originally I did dance content because I was on a TV show called Bring It, and I was a professional dancer. And then when I started running track, they were like, you can't do this stuff with your image and whatnot, so you can't like make money off of your face pretty much.
Oh, this is kind of what we were talking about before
yeah.
with college, the NCAA.
And so I had to skip out. Like I stopped streaming, I stopped making content all in between that time. And because my coach was like a really goody two shoes, and you know how I am. So I had to stop making content, and then when I graduated in 2019, I started again, and then I went full time in 2021, I think, doing like reaction videos because I had this video where this guy was like, "How do you know somebody might be low key racist?" And before then, I'd never spoken on the internet. I was just, the dancing guy. The video got viral in like 3 hours, 3 million views. And since then, I've been making like reaction videos because my personality is just, funny, I guess. But before then, I was like, nobody got to care what I got to say. Apparently, I'm a comedian.
Goody
So.
two-shoes, you can't do content like that. And you're like, Coach,
He's like, what was that word you
I need to
used?
dance. Because he dance. I just picture you like improv dancing real quick. Coach, I need to get my feelings out. What do you mean? I can't picture dancing videos. And now I'm like, I'm like, hold up, you want to Bring It? Or Brought It? What was the show?
It's called Bring It. But he lectured me. He was like, I'm just really good about being a good dude. I'm like, he's like, you're a good dude? I'm like, yeah, but sometimes when you talk, yeah, I don't really censor myself, but I'm a pretty decent guy. But you might hear a couple of B words, a couple of F words. I don't really like that P word too much, but aside from that, yeah, he was pretty cool.
Pussy.
Oh, I thought we were going to say penis.
No, it was definitely pussy. Yeah. Something about that word, like, it's like when somebody calls you that, it just makes me go Neanderthal. Like, maybe I should fight you now. Because it's like, you should be able to beat me up. We got to fight. You called me a bitch. Now you got to prove it.
Come here, you fucking cooter. That's what I call it.
I got a nice way to, like, provoke people. I'm like, I'm a nerd. I wear glasses. You should just beat me up.
Just beat.
Yeah, just beat my ass, brother.
Beat my pussy ass up. Beat my pussy up.
Beat my bussy up.
What's a
Eli
bussy?
Double Tap 2023?
It's a good shirt. It's the worst shirt ever. So wait, go back.
Maybe we get Bunker Branding to make that shirt. Beat my bussy up.
Bunker. Matt's gonna get that text and be like, no.
Well,
no.
we don't. No. We don't tell Matt until it's on the front page of their website. So we made a shirt. It was we kind
Bunker
of joked
branding.
about it earlier. It was they said come subscribe to the channel, but it says come obviously and spelled like come, and it's in the Doom font like big come,
like Doom Eternal, like the video game.
Yeah. Oh
literally.
yeah. Doom font, man.
But the word come and underneath it says subscribe, and we made a shirt out of that as a joke. And Bunker Branding, who does our merch, they're definitely more family friendly, wholesome. And they have an algorithm. They used to have an algorithm. They don't anymore. They used to have an algorithm on their website where when a shirt sold a lot, it put it to the front page of the website. Yeah. And it was like, oh, yeah, buy now. It's hot, whatever. Well, lo and behold, Matt opens up his website and he just sees come subscribe. And big dupe on their family-friendly fucking shit.
It's like, no, it's not what it means. It's an acronym. Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, and then when even on the Facebook, God, I love all the audience out there for the simple fact you buy the shit and then it pushes
oh my god
to the algorithm.
Are you gonna tell the life one?
It just says life, life.
You know the game of life, like the board game with the letters spelled weird, like LIFE, and it's in like the different colors.
Yeah.
Well, we did that, but we put like a little mouse clicking on an unsubscribe button below life. They're like unsubscribe from life.
That's crazy.
So on their Facebook page, it was the angry Karens came out. They're like, "This is bleep."
Oh,
Some kid saw that and he was like, I've been waiting on a sign and they seen this. I think it's time.
So everybody out there who buys our merch, please continue to buy the come subscribe and the unsubscribe from life shirts because it really pisses people off. And if there's anything we love around here,
it's doing
it's
that.
pissing Karen off.
Dude, we got the new ones coming out too. Oh, I'm so excited. But first off, Just Dance. Break It. What is it called again?
Bring It. What was the series of fucking movies? Because I know you know. It was like Bring It On Again.
Yeah, if you're talking about the cheerleading movies, I don't know because I can't stand them.
Okay.
I was a street dancer. And then I learned ballet, tap, modern. acrobatics, jazz, choreography.
Holy
all
shit.
formally.
You legit you.
But I was famous before I came to school. So like I was a street dancer, professional street dancer, and then I learned all of those and I performed on stage. And
That is so fucking cool. Holy shit.
these
this is stuff
Batman-
like most people that watch me, they don't know this. Like,
No,
they're gonna
no,
find
I-
out, huh? Yeah.
These Batman jokes got way better.
So, like-
Alfred, bring me my suit.
Tiptoe.
It's just coming in.
way in.
I'm like, what? Thank you, Alfred.
Real
The
Yes, my Of course. Yes. So then well, when I went to go to school there, though, I met 3 people that were on the TV show, and they asked me did I want to be on TV, and that was like my childhood dream. So I was
Yeah.
like, of course. Like, yeah, just let me know when. And so I ended up being on the show like 2 or 3 times, maybe 3 or 4, something like that. And then I went off to run track, but it was pretty cool. I don't dance as much now, but I still got it.
Just that passion.
Still okay. I mean, that's
You're like, Dad, I want to do
Unexpected.
ballet.
I was outside. Oh, bro, my dad. Oh, man. I didn't want to do ballet. Ballet was the worst class, but it was like the most beneficial.
Oh yeah, you're getting like flexibility.
It's super painful and like formal, and I'm not formal at all, like in regular life or in dancing. So I was like, this is against me at the core. And you get like forced into these stretching positions for like minutes, and I'm like, this shit. And then I go to track practice afterwards. So I'm like, rehearse, track practice, go back to rehearsal, schoolwork, wake up, do it again. Go to the track meet and dance. I'm like, why is he running with his toes pointed?
Army doesn't sound so bad anymore, right?
I know.
I barely graduated high school, drop out, Army.
They tried to recruit me to go to the Army. They were like, you seem really athletic. I was like, you know what else is athletic? Bullets. I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that. I got shot at over here. I'm not gonna sign up for it. I'm good.
You get paid about the same.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You get a Camaro on the Hellcat, maybe.
Yeah, with 30% APR, you
Yeah,
good.
it's terrible. I'm gonna pass on that.
Dude, how'd your dad when you're like your parents or which parent
So
was,
my dad,
was he just hammering?
my
What did your dad
was
do
in
for a
prison.
living?
My dad was he got out of prison when I was born. So
he
he was like mindset wise prison dad. Like the way he carried a lot of stuff. Like he's grown as a person. If you met him now, you wouldn't not the same guy. But like his mindset, he was like, he supports anything that you do as long as it's positive. But at the same time, he's like, that's not realistic. You can't do anything with that. So you might need to learn something else. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it anyway.
He just calling
It
you
worked
Twinkle
out.
Toe.
Yeah, and I want to say he never did anything like that, but it was kind of like he danced, but they didn't really think much of it until they came and see me perform. He cried.
Aw, did he?
They were sitting in the front row. I did my first solo performance. I got a standing ovation. They were sitting in the front. He cried. They were laughing at him. I was like,
Were you crying?
I was like, oh,
I just picture this. You're like, you look down, he's like, and you're like, and you wink at him. He's like, you fucking pussy. I'm not crying because I'm happy. I'm disappointed in you. You're like, no.
up here waving your arms and shit.
All right. Well, on that note, how did your father react to you going full time into content?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't want to talk to my most people and their parents are like tight. I'm not tight with my parents, so like I'll talk to them from time to time, like check in, and whatnot. But aside from that, I've never been close to them like that. So I kind of I do my thing, and then I visit them from time to time. But most of the time, like just off by myself. My mom now, she's like a big fan of mine now though. So I talk to her a lot. But
that's good. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she loves it. She just she likes to watch how much I impact people's lives and whatnot. It makes her feel good. So that's pretty cool. But
it's that respect. It's that excited fan. Like anything when your kiddo does it, and then when they get to that scale, it's fucking. I don't know. I can't imagine that. That'd be like
having parents.
Yeah. Weird.
A family.
Man. Yeah, I haven't talked to my mom in a while. Oh yeah, she's dead.
Here we go. Eli's mother's dead. Going down this road again. Everybody feel bad for no mom, Eli.
Or grandparents.
When did the pain start? It all started when I was born.
When I was forcibly placed on this earth against my will. God, man.
And then I get text from Ryden today. My son, this is my autistic kiddo. My Ryden being Ryden at. He just sends me a picture of Grand Theft Auto. He's like, "This is the mod I want." That's all he says. Oh, what's that mod called, my amazing son? GTA 5 mod. Oh, for the computer? Yes. Like, my kiddo's just straightforward, straight shooter. There's no like,
No
I want
context.
this, father.
This
I need
is it.
this.
Make it happen.
That's how his brain works. works.
Daddy, when are we gonna play?
Meanwhile, my father watches this podcast occasionally and mocks me mercilessly for it. So, thanks, Dad, you old fuck.
My dad's actually probably cooler than me. He does everything.
My dad is not cooler than me.
He's a mechanic. He works on buildings. He works on cars. He paints. He draws. He does anything that I do other than dance. He probably does better than me. Except like I'm funnier than him, obviously, but he's a good athlete too. And he looks like he's like almost 50 now. He still looks my age. He's built like he's swollen, but like he looks like a 20-year-old.
Alfred's second. You heard that? He challenged you to a dance off, and he's funnier.
He's
than
bald too. I got better hair, so. He
make-
has facial hair. Mine is kind of.
You got that Asian
It's pending.
scruffy like mine.
I got Anthony Hamilton's starter pack. It's not really working out like that. So I figure I'm gonna stick to this. This is gonna make up for it. And
That's why I love your videos. Like when you're doing these reactions, do you just kick out a couple in a row, or are you just like, oh, I know what I'm gonna say
I'll
on this
literally
one?
record like 40 videos at a time sometimes. But basically what happens is I'll scroll, I'll see something, and then in my mind I'll be like, I'll say something, and I just literally record it and then I save it. So like none of my videos are scripted at all. But like if you're around me long enough, you start to see like he's just an idiot. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. I just say whatever comes to my mind, and then it just comes out. I word things really awkward. I feel like I describe things different than most people.
That's why
I could take something real simple and like describe it in a way that's so odd it's funny because you've never heard it before. And then afterwards, like, okay, that's
It's a personality.
that's
You have a fucking a funny personality. The way you think is a little different, which is good. That's a creative mindset.
I wouldn't call myself a comedian like people like to say. I'm like, I don't write any jokes down or anything. So
you're not like a
but that's-
stand-up. You're in a different style.
Okay, you're still
I
absolutely
feel like
a comedian.
I feel like I'm more of like a TV. I wouldn't even say TV because that's kind of. I feel like if it was like an improv show,
I think
something
you-
like Wildin' Out. Like Wildin' Out's more of like the kind of thing that I thrive in.
Yeah, that or how a lot of comics do it, right? Like Che's a good example, or Matt Rife. It's where the first 30 or the last 30 of their show, they're interacting with the audience and based off of the audience answers. So you're just based off of your content, what's going on. You're so quick and witty. You're like, hey, this is my comedy. I think you'd really be successful in that. Like studio, just talk to people, ask questions.
I legit felt like if I had like a podcast where there was a host that had just questions and I just answered them, that would work out perfectly. Because like I would never just think of something to say, but if you set like a topic and I just start talking, I'm usually gonna say something.
So you want to be a guest on your own podcast?
I'll be a professional guest. A guest, yeah.
If I had a host on a podcast,
Yeah, you host the podcast, I'll be the guest, the permanent guest.
You are welcome back at any time, my man.
That's called a fucking host.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the co-host.
The co-host.
Oh my motherfucker.
It's like,
just
yeah, we're
stays
we're gonna invite somebody. They're gonna be the co-host, and then I'll be the co-host. Like y'all are the main. I'm
No,
pretty
you
serious.
know what you are? You're the motherfucker behind the camera. You ever seen like these major podcasts, whether it's Rogan or
the
Two
fast,
Bears, One
witty.
Cave? There's always the main, they're bullshit, they're talking, and then they say something dumb, and then you hear some motherfucker off camera saying some stupid fucking funny shit.
That's me.
That's you.
That's definitely me.
You need that guy, though. You need that guy.
I'm a guy. We can like sit in the car for an hour. I won't say a word, and I just hear something. I start talking. It's the first thing he said all day, but it was funny. Yep, that's me.
You're like, I trained for
It
this.
wasn't directed to
See,
me.
I'm the
but
opposite. I'll say, fuck, I won't stop fucking talking, and most of it's not funny, and hopefully I get one. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna keep swinging. Something's gonna land.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know I'm gonna miss that first swing.
He's the Wayne Gretzky. You miss all shots you don't take, so Baddie takes all the shots.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael
just-
Scott, Baddie.
Yeah, mag dumping.
So the guy says something. It's like, tough crowd, tough crowd. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
He's not gonna quit though. You throw him off stage, he's gonna keep going.
He's gonna pull a Kramer.
Oh God, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Tough crowd.
Nope, not pulling a Kramer.
If you did, I would be like Baddie. I'd be like, what the fuck? I would be caught off guard. I mean, just going over the top when it's those comedians that.
But
it's
Kramer,
like,
really?
what? That's. I mean, he fucking train wreck. That was the perfect example of a train wreck. Have you seen that Chapelle talking about that?
Chapelle, yeah, I watch Chapelle all the time.
Dude, Chapelle talking about that. He's like, had a bad sip. I felt. He's like, the black side of me. Ooh, I was angry. The comedic side of me, though. He was having a hard set. So you have like this polar opposite. So it's one of Chappelle's like, And then he's coming to Austin.
I saw that. I might have to go see that.
Oh, we're
definitely
fucking,
gotta go
I
see
think
it.
we got
It's
tickets.
next month, isn't it?
Yeah.
July.
Is it?
I remember he was talking about like he had bomb one
No,
time.
it's
He was
July
like,
right now.
Hey, Baddie.
Oh, not again.
Remember when you're playing in the summer sun, make sure you're scaped from pubes to bun.
That's right. This is the summer to keep your balls cool and looking hot with Manscaped.
Hey, Baddie, your balls look cool and hot. They are smooth.
Man, Eli takes this check your boys thing seriously. The leaders in below the waist grooming are making sure we have a ball this summer by giving our pants partners everything they need to stay fresh. Dive headfirst into smooth sack summer by heading over to manscaped.com and use code UNSUB for 20% off. Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7,000 RPM motor, a new multifunction on-off switch that can engage a travel lock, and it gives you the ability to turn on the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for more precise shave. Did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Beach, lake, or shower, this razor will devour even the strongest pubes. I'm heading to the lake later to shave my pubes for smooth sack summer. Thanks to code UNSUB, got me 20% off my Lawnmower 4.0.
Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with code UNSUB.
That's 20% off plus free shipping with code UNSUB over at manscaped.com. Don't forget to check your boys for smooth sack summer.
Touch those boys.
Yo, Manscaped, yeah.
Yo, Manscaped, your intros are... They wrote this.
I forget what month it is all the time. I thought it was just me.
No, dude.
Yeah. I was like, yo, what? I don't even know what day it is most of the time now.
So
You a
I don't have
content creator.
schedule. Yeah, I'm like, I woke up. That's it. I'm gonna do something today. I don't know what.
I know the days because I'll walk outside and I look on the street and there's garbage cans out. I'm like, shit, it's Wednesday. And then I run over to mine and then I push mine back and put it back. I'm like,
how many times I've missed fucking trash day.
bro, same.
I legit didn't even know like what day Thanksgiving was until last year.
First of all,
I
he's
just know it's
playing
like it's
San Antonio.
around this time, and I know I'm gonna start seeing turkey. So I'm like, yeah, once it gets close, like yeah.
You
what
go
we
based
gonna
off the
do?
turkeys.
I base every holiday off of like what if I go outside and I start seeing pumpkins, I'm like, Halloween's coming. I don't know what day it is. Oh, it's the last day of October. Is it?
Yeah. Last day of October.
And Christmas, I'm like, Christmas is around the 20-something. When I see Santa outside, it's probably around Christmas time.
It's getting chilly.
I probably wouldn't keep it my own birthday.
Fucking Santa.
Like, my knees just popped. I'm probably just
30-ish.
turned 30.
I think I turned 30 today. Maybe. What? When is the Chappelle?
Chapelle's playing in San Antonio right now.
Wait,
Literally tonight.
Chappelle's in San Antonio tonight.
12 July 2023.
Is there tickets for it tonight? If there's fucking some tickets, see, then you just stay here. We go see
Yeah,
Chappelle.
I was like, I ain't seen anybody stand up like in person.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Dude,
He's master like storytelling.
Austin
He
is
don't even have to be funny. He just-
the 14th and
interesting.
15th.
of August.
No. As in like in 2 days.
Is there any tickets even available right
Yeah,
now?
absolutely.
Wait, tonight?
Yes.
Wait, there's tickets for tonight?
Today, literally today
How
at
many tickets?
7:30.
How many tickets are available?
I don't know, a fucking ton. It doesn't say how many are available, Eli. It just would you like to buy tickets? 2, 3.
Wait, we can just go to a fucking Chappelle show tonight? I mean, I don't hate it, Baddie, but I don't know your
This is a phone-free event. Your phone will be required to be placed in a lockable pouch throughout the performance.
Oh, yeah, they'll leak it. They do that. I don't even blame them.
Yeah, there's actually like really good seats available too.
Yeah, we just bring the girls, bring you if you down, if you want to go see
I
Chappelle,
ain't got
dog.
no problem with that. They should probably. I'll never see him again.
I mean, I'm down. Baddie, are you down?
I mean, fuck it.
We just record our things, do our ones, and then we.
We'll record, then we'll do it after.
Yeah, I
That's
fucking like
great.
it. Yeah. What the fuck? I'm glad we talked about Chappelle. We just found that out.
We had talked about going to see like a Chapelle show because he was coming to Austin like a month or 2 months ago. And we're like, yeah, we're looking at this. I'm like, oh, I wonder when that is. Tomorrow. It was tomorrow.
That's usually what it is. Like when there's a comedian coming, I find out the day that they're there, or like the day after. I'm like, oh, that was okay. Well,
Whoops.
Yeah, we got Wes coming back in. Matt Rive comes in, and
Wes.
Wes
Comedian?
Barker. Yeah, Wes Magician Wes. He's coming down.
I love Wes.
August, so he might be down here with Chris again.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have to have them back on. Those are we do. Have you never been to a comedy show?
not once.
Bro, they're fun. Like
Cool. It'd definitely be cool.
Chappelle would be a different experience though, because I've seen Che, I've seen a couple of other ones.
See, I've done comedy shows. We used to have a comedy club in Vermont that was on part of the tour circuit, so that was kind of cool. It was a small thing, but it was in Burlington, so people wouldn't buy it. So it was always fun. But
I love comedy shows. That shit, it is inspiring to me. I'm like,
That's about all I watch on Netflix. I watch every
oh
comedian.
my god, dude! I went middle of the divorce I was going through.
So I need some new material.
Comedy. I went down to it was either anime or comedy shows. That was it, and I mean that's all I was binging for months.
Binging that and depression.
White Claw, depression, comedy, and anime.
Man, I binged depression.
Lost 40 pounds.
Speed ran depression, yo. Who's your favorite comic?
Bernie Mac is definitely my favorite.
Oh shit. R.I.P. Bernie.
Yeah, that was the unfortunate part. I was like, dang, all the people. You know, but I think Bernie Mac, Cat Williams, and Arnett J are probably like my top three. And then Dave Chappelle has became like one of my favorites now. Mm-hmm. So I didn't find him as funny like back in the day, but now I find him funny.
What changed for you?
I feel like it just his like style, like his delivery style changed, and it was kind of like almost educational and funny at the same time.
Versus
like, he tells
just
a
kind of
story
going
in a
for
way-
like
as
a
oppo-
shock value.
It was like shock,
Yeah.
shock value. I've never really been impressed by shock value like that, you know, because I grew up in a racist town too. So you know, like most of the stuff he joked about, I'm like, you know, it's like it wasn't better than nothing I didn't heard. You ever heard the word moon cricket before?
Milk cricket. but
Moon
not-
cricket.
No,
Don't
I
say-
like
Eli,
moon.
don't say it.
What, moon? It's for white people.
It's moon cricket. First
what-
of all, this is
Isn't
a
it-
racial slur.
Baddie-
You
Baddie's-
would've never, the first time I heard it, I didn't even know what it was. So I'm laughing. I'm like, damn, I've never heard somebody get called a moon cricket.
Isn't that Baddie?
Nah.
Isn't it white? We call okay. So Mexicans like. So I have milk cricket.
Milk-
yeah, it's a milk cricket. Hey, milk cricket.
So a moon cricket, like this is complex, but it's like you respect it. So it's basically what it is. Back in the day, like when there was slave time, like slavery days, right?
Yeah.
The slaves would be outside, you know, singing Negro spirituals. And so, like wade in the water and all that. And, you know, the slave master trying to sleep. And so they was tired of all that. And so they called them moon crickets because it was like, you know, the slaves out there howling at the moon like crickets. When I found out the definition, I was like, you could have just called me the N-word. Like, that's crazy. You got to respect that, though. Like, you put some thought into that. You really rotating them slurs. I respect that. I respect that. So, like, now when I get around people, like, you can't just crack a normal racist joke and impress me. It's not, you got to put some effort into it because I done heard the best of them.
I'm way too white for this
Somebody
shit.
called a shit heel.
GVAN, cut me laughing out of all this. Just right here. Just put this in.
So a moon cricket, like this is complex, bro. I was like, yo, what is that? 'Cause I'm thinking about like a shit heel. I'm thinking like I was playing Mafia 3 and heard that. I was like, damn, you know, I was in Mississippi a long time. I ain't never heard of shit heel. That's impressive. You can't get mad when somebody puts that kind of like creativity into the insult.
I can guess that
The
one.
N-word is a cop out.
Yeah,
You can like put it together. It was like you're not even trying for real. Do you really hate me? I'm not feeling it. Our relationship is not how I think it should be. I think we need to go to counseling or something. It's not working out anymore.
They put some
Really-
effort. Damn, I've never. See, I heard of milk cricket for white people. I've never heard.
Porch monkey, jigaboo, like all.
Baddie, stop laughing. It's racist when you do it.
Oh.
Oh
it is
I'm not laughing at any of this. This isn't funny.
It's
This is
hilarious,
so wrong.
bro.
Oh my god, these are my. This is. This. I'm in heaven right now.
I think the craziest one. I probably said this myself. Somebody was darker than under a boot after a stomp. You know how dark that is?
I'm not laughing. That's not funny.
That's hilarious.
Just mix that with my Asian accent. We just have a good old heyday over here.
This is like some of that you laugh, you lose bullshit, but you don't just lose, you get canceled and laugh, and then I'm gone off the internet. This is it.
I feel like the key to not getting canceled is to
own
just
it.
not care. You know, I always hoped almost that I got canceled so I could go on and live and be like, you know, I just want to let all y'all know. Now I'm gonna have the tears, you know, because you gotta have the tears.
Put some
You
Vaseline
gotta,
in there.
you gotta make it real.
I don't give a fuck. It's so unfortunate, bro. No, if I'm wrong, I'm like, I always tell my audience, if I say something wrong or do something wrong, like hold me accountable because I expect my friends to do that. But if I'm not wrong, if it's like a opinion-based thing and you just got your feelings hurt,
If it's a
I
joke,
can consider it. I can consider your feelings, but I'm not gonna apologize because you got mad. I'm like, if everybody's laughing and you didn't laugh, okay, you laughed at the black jokes. Now it's your turn to get flamed. It's not funny.
No, that's what, and that's
Hypocrite.
and that's the hardest part we've discussed in the past. It's like this era right now is that what's okay to make fun of, but also where it's like that's the fucking line, and you're
you
like,
can't do
whoa,
it.
whoa, calm the fuck down. It'd be me, Eli. You have to apologize for doing an Asian accent. You're not Asian enough. I'd be like,
What?
kick on that YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am so sorry for doing Asian accent. I will never do it.
That's the
again.
Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger. Very
Hey,
good.
yeah, that's
Hi, yeah, got the strong black man, strong white man together, crossing bridges.
Yes.
Something about crickets, Baddie was saying, don't know. Baddie's like, no, I didn't say any crickets.
No, the funniest thing is people didn't know there's like white jokes. Cause I love gaming because you go into a party and like, you know, the black jokes, you expect them, especially in a COD lobby. But nobody ever experienced white jokes before.
They're not even
But
jokes
they-
on a COD lobby.
Yeah,
It's
they were like
just-
they were in the game chat and he was I guess he was trying to impress his friends. So he's firing them off and I'm not impressed. So I'm like, dang, let me introduce you to another style of comedy right here. And then next thing you know, I started cracking white jokes and he got offended. I was like, there's no way, the racist. You just called me everything in the book and now you didn't know these existed? Mine are gold. You ain't never heard these in your life. I'm like,
Wait, I want to hear some white jokes.
yo, the white man, the easiest ones, it's like when it's like you know, the white kid gets mad. Like he got angry at one point in the game, and like I just feel like your whole household is finna die like really soon, including Sparky. Like, you know, because like when we get mad, there was like, he said something like, when black people get mad, they go shoot up the gas station. I'm like, yo, y'all get mad, y'all shoot the whole household up, the dog, yeah, the car, everything. Then you at the end. That's crazy. I think I called his somebody his brunkle. He ain't like that word.
Brunkle?
His brunkle. His brunkle. Yeah, because you know
Brother, uncle?
yeah, that incest.
That Jamie, we're only related
I'm
by
like, it's
blood.
like there's white stereotypes. You realize that, right? Yeah. I guess he didn't know that people crack white jokes. I'm like, oh, well, you know, y'all was on top for a minute with the black jokes, but I feel like it got played out.
We let it go.
Y'all stopped slipping, man.
Yeah. We
Started apologizing and stuff.
Baddie, bring back the black jokes.
I
That's going to be your campaign for
like
2020.
honest racist person. I like honest racist people.
That's the campaign. It's like, I'm honest and I'm
Like,
racist.
I hate you, and I say it to your face. I can respect that. It's that person that act like they don't. You know, that,
You pop in the corner, it's like, I support this message.
like that person peeking out the window calling the cops. It's a black dude barbecuing outside. Yeah, I think I smell some reefer.
I've heard reefer.
Then you get that stop resisting special. That's what we call it.
That's always all right. He's
got a
yell,
gun.
stop resistance.
The old boot stomp, bro.
Motherfucker's already on the ground, hands cuffed. Stop resisting! As they're kicking him in the head. It's like, wow.
The cops pulling up. I'm already hitting myself in the head. I'm like, I got you, man. Get the handcuffs.
Yeah, you yell and stop resisting.
Get your black ass on the ground. Yep.
Yes, you tap dance.
I think the funniest thing to do is to get around like white people that you know aren't racist and crack black jokes as a black person because they get really uncomfortable.
Oh, they do.
And it's fucking hilarious. Because all the minorities we're gonna laugh and we're gonna look at you like just waiting. Because as soon as you laugh, we're gonna all change the what you laughing at?
This is literally how I treat Baddie. When
You gotta tell them like, hey, you're one of the good ones.
you one of the good ones, Baddie.
I made it. Super excited to do this sheath ad read today. I'm actually wearing my spare pair. Super comfortable.
Are they?
Yeah. Eli?
Oh, they do look comfortable. And they smell good.
Let's take a quick second and thank today's sponsor for the video, Sheath Underwear. Sheath makes the most comfortable boxer briefs I have ever worn. If you're sick of wearing boxers that are too loose or briefs that are too light, Sheath is the answer for you. I'm wearing a pair of Sheath underwear right now as we speak.
You were wearing a pair of sheath underwear.
The only underwear I own, it is the best. Just get one pair, it'll change your life. The stretchy fabric is made of moisture wicking technology. They're super soft, they keep everything comfortable and cool, and in the right place. Sheath is particularly useful on these hot summer days or when you're working out to keep yourself cool. The most unique thing about Sheath underwear, it has dual pouches to keep your man parts separated and keep them where they're supposed to be, or if you want to store something else.
Plus, with all this new material like bamboo and mesh, it keeps the parts cool. And you know what pandas eat?
Bamboo?
Baddie, would you like a drink?
No, but for the sake of this ad, yes.
It's my wee hole.
Cheers, Sheath. Head over to sheathunderwear.com and use code unsubscribe for 20% off the most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear.
That's sheathunderwear.com. Use code unsubscribe to save 20%. Go get some comfortable underwear.
Fucking hate both of you already.
Rinse
Just
more
bet you. Fuck you.
Rent's more expensive on that side of the table. It's crazy.
Like you seem like you call the cops when you have inconveniences. I can tell you, I'm only 25. I have never called the cops intentionally. Not once. I pocket dialed him one time and apologized. So this is an accident. Don't pull up, please.
What's an inconvenience? What do you think would be an inconvenience for him to dial for the police?
For him to call one?
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably call him for just about anything, huh? I mean, just like, you know.
I need to point something out real quick, though.
You seem like they wouldn't like you.
I got a lot of
actually.
tattoos.
Yeah, I was like, they actually might not like you too much.
They don't.
No, you definitely do not look like
You definitely don't. In fairness, I ain't got a problem with cops because I got 16 warnings. That's not an exaggeration. 16 warnings for speeding. I'm just likable. I think that's what it is.
When they pull you over, what do you say?
The truth. I'd be like, I was listening to Lil Boosie. I was banging my back on the seat. I had the windows down. And I forgot my foot was on the gas pedal. Now I'm doing 80 and a 60. And they're like, you know what? Slow it down. And they give me a warning. And I drive off and do 80 and a 60 again.
I had my license suspended 5 times by the age of 19 because of speeding. They gave me the tickets. They threw the book. They took my license.
I think it's only
Bullshit.
one time I almost got shot by a cop. Yeah.
What'd you do?
So I was driving. I told you I lived in Mississippi, but I went to college in Oklahoma. So I'm heading back home for Christmas. It's like 4 a.m. And a guy got pulled over on the side, but it's like into a turn. And so I'm coming around the turn. There's a truck on my left side. And you're supposed to move over so the cops, like pulled over. Couldn't do it because the truck's right beside me. So I drive past him. The redneck cop hops in the car right up on me. And he comes up to the car yelling, I'm like, I'm finna get shot? That's crazy. And luckily, a fucking Mexican spawned. And I was like,
Spawned at the house?
The Mexican cop.
Oh, it's a Mexican cop.
I guess he left the other guy to come. Because I'm pretty sure you heard him. I'm like, why? Like, did you not see the truck that flew past? He's speeding, mind you. I'm doing the speed limit. But I'm like, I couldn't turn unless I got in a wreck. So I'm like, what did you expect? And he's going off. I'm like, why you got your gun out, bro? And he's like, stop reaching. I'm like, you just knocked all my shit over, bro. You asking for something you not there. No, I'm like, I'm hot-headed. So I'm like, I'm trying to remember my dad told me, just make sure you go home. But like, part of me is like, well, I mean, if I'm going to get shot, you better shoot me first. And luckily the guy walks up and I'm like, God, you was looking. Because my temper, you could tell I was sitting there like this. I'm like, yep, I'm just pondering like, yeah, it's probably over with.
It's like,
It's probably over
is he going
with.
to shoot me in the face or the leg? Where's...
I was like, right now he got the advantage. But I'm like, he didn't even ask me if I had a gun in the car. Then the second time I got pulled over like that, the guy was like, you got any guns, dead hookers? I was like, I mean, probably a couple of dead hookers in the back, but other than that, no, I'm good. But I had painted my car black and I forgot to plug my brake light back up.
Yeah.
And he pulled me over. But other than that, like my experience with cops been pretty cool.
I just picture it's like, don't shoot. Or if you shoot, just keep it in the top of the body. I need my legs for tap dancing. Go.
It's like interpretive dance to let them know how I feel about the situation.
Yeah, that's what would be the best.
My heart is
How does this make you feel? First off,
Start crump dancing. It's just so frustrating.
when I get my ID,
Everything you're doing right now is bothering me.
is it
Was that
because my
sign
skin?
language?
Am I black?
Am I black? Or am I white?
Psych, bitch. Pop, pop, pop.
I thought he was reaching.
What's that cam footage right there?
I don't think it's anything worse than getting pulled over as a black man at nighttime in an all-black car. Because
I'm going to agree with you.
Like
As
80%.
a white man, I agree. That's probably really
you know
bad.
how like hard we are to see at nighttime.
That's
It wasn't a street
the
light
cop's
or nothing.
walking up. He's like, this car seems to have been driving itself. Oh shit! There.
There's a hoodie in the driver's seat and nobody in it.
You scared?
How you doing? What? Like, I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna turn the light on so you know my hands ain't moving. It's kind of dark in here. Like it wasn't no street lights. I don't even know if his lights on his car was bright enough. I'm like, yeah, this ain't nothing good at all.
Dude, I do the same. I don't know. Best advice I always give people is I was never a police officer, but my other police officer friends, like, yeah, when you just get pulled over,
Turn the light
turn
on.
on the fucking overhead light, just put your steering wheel, hands on the steering wheels, have the window down, and just have a smile on your face. Majority of the time. Way easier. I've been pulled over with like a fucking armory in the back of my car before. And
Yep.
After leaving a range day, and when we leave range days, it's not like a
We
gun.
I do one even better. They don't even make it to the car all the way. I roll the window down. I'm like this. Everything everybody asked for. Dap him up. Every time I cop, dap him up. How you doing? You good? All right. Yep. Anything you want. I ain't reaching for nothing. You got it.
Eli, what did you just do with your fucking hands?
This one?
Yeah, but what is your fingers
Great.
doing?
Oh, he gang banging.
No, that's his autism showing.
He threw it up.
Eli put his hands up and he's just like,
I was thinking like if you're holding your ID and your insurance.
I thought he was doing that Great Saiyan Man pose. I was like, nah.
Actually, that brings you're an anime nerd. You anime video games. Did you start growing up? Did you have he grew up poor as me?
I think I got a
we're so poor.
Xbox in high school. Like we all shared, and we had like a Nintendo 64 and a PS1 that my dad had. That's about the only thing we had though. We had a game system usually.
You had a PS1 like when you were 5, right?
I was probably younger than that, honestly. It was my dad's.
But that's crazy. Like you have to understand, like PlayStation came out when I was in middle school.
Eli's really
When
old.
y'all said how old y'all were, I was dumbfounded. I'm like, there's no. I'm like, I'd have gave you like a nice little 20.
Okay, I'm only
Y'all look in
33.
y'all
All right,
20s.
he's almost 40.
I would have thought both of y'all were in y'all 20s. I'm not joking.
That's just because this bright
30.
We're idiots.
Yeah, bro. Like the Nintendo. I got a Nintendo when it was new at 5.
This is gonna sound like an insult, but you know, white people kind of age like milk, and you don't look aged at all.
Hey, that's a good thing.
So
I haven't spoiled yet.
Poor Jack Mandeville.
I feel like minorities age like this. Like we don't age immediately, but when we do, it's just like it hits you like a truck. Like you're old today, like,
bro. Sometimes
Today.
Like Asian people, they look young. They're almost their entire life, and then you know,
About 90, 96,
you
they
go
look like
from,
they're 4,000 years old.
like K-pop star to Shifu. Like
yeah, an
overnight.
old Japanese lady that has welded her entire life is what happens. You're just like petite. There's a cartoon for that little comic where it's the petite, beautiful 16. It's like,
What the hell happened? I don't know.
where in 1 year did this?
Suddenly, she's gonna help me find the
wake
Dragon
up
Balls.
old.
Like I get it.
She's a wizard at that point. You're like, what the fuck? So how long you been doing video? So PlayStation, what's your favorite game? Like, what was your first system? And then what was like, oh, this is what I love to
I
fucking
want
do.
to say I've owned every system that came out at some point in time, other than like the newer PlayStations. So like the Atari, Super Nintendo, all that. I played all those. Dreamcast. My favorite game was Jak 2, Jak 3 on PlayStation 2.
Oh, man.
So off of that, that's always gonna be my favorite system because that game, I've played that game I don't know how many times, and it's still better than anything else I've played. I guess if they made that game today, I'd buy a PlayStation.
First form gave us 15 seconds to do that.
First form!
Opti Green 50. Oh. Microfactor.
Firstform.com/unsubscribe!
First form.
Like they made another one.
When was the last Jack?
Jack and Dexter?
Jak, I want to say it was Jak X Racing. It was the racing game.
I feel like there is.
Oh, no, they
supposed
made
to
the-
be-
they
No,
made
they're
a
making
Dexter
it.
game.
They're making a new Ratchet and Clank. I think.
Yeah, new
Yeah.
Ratchet. But I swear there was another Jack game that just.
They made Daxter on like the PSP. It was like a solo game. He was the
the
main
PSP.
character.
What a fucking weird system that shit was.
Well, I love the Dreamcast. Is
But I'm like, yeah,
Dreamcast was amazing.
anything that's like violent. If it's a violent video game, I'm playing it. I like violence.
and now you're going through the Demon Souls series, or do you just start with Demon Souls 3?
Nah,
Dark Souls. Dark
my
Souls.
Dark
Dark
Souls
Souls.
experience is funny. So this was years ago when the game, like I think it originally came out. I downloaded it. Had no idea what I was getting myself into. Nobody told me nothing. I turned the game on. I'm like, it starts off in the tutorial kind of. And it's like, okay, you're going to walk here. I'm learning like the buttons. And you walk in, I see this guy with a sword in his stomach. I'm like, oh, that's a dope sword he got. I'm going to go take it. Pulled it out. And he stood up 17 foot 20. And I was like, okay. And I picked the assassin character. So I got this little paper plate shield and like a Peter Pan knife. And he got a fucking Guan Yu sword. I'm like, this spirit, like, he got the reach advantage. He's stronger than me. So I fought him 40 times before I got him to half bar. And by this time, I'm like, oh, I got the game figured out.
This is my
now.
experience with Dark
Like,
Souls 3.
I'm finna beat his ass now, bro. Half bar and a demon spawns out his body. I about broke my Xbox. So I was like, there's no way y'all thought that this was a good idea. Like, I was already losing, and you gonna make him stronger? 142 fights later, I believe I actually killed him, and I deleted the game.
And that was the tutorial.
Fast forward all the way back to like 3 days ago, I bought the game again, and I beat it. I think yesterday or the day before that. But I breezed through it though because I played Elden Ring. My friend bought Elden Ring, and I learned like the play style of the game. And like now the game's easy, so I can play any Dark Souls game. It's easy.
You want a Sakura Sakura?
Sekiro, I played that, and it's
did you
it's
play
one
it yet?
more. Yeah, I played
you beat
that
it?
and one more. Yeah, like the game is just easy to me now. But
Oh, dang, bro, that one's-
Wulong is kind of like that too.
Yeah. Sakura or whatever that one's Sekai. What is that?
I think it's Sekiro. I might be saying it wrong myself. I think it's Sekiro though.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's like the feudal Japan style.
It's Demon
one.
Souls, but
Dark Souls.
you can't level up, which is you have to just get good and beat the boss. That was the biggest switch from it's like, oh, I'll go just fight this way, level up my shit, come back and beat this boss when they're easier. So it was like, no,
Yeah, that's
get good.
I feel like the tutorial didn't even prepare me for anything. And then, mind you, I didn't even realize it was a smaller boss before that fight over in the corner because I didn't walk over there. I'm like, the pathway sent me this direction, never sent me to like this is going to get you ready for what you have to experience. No, went straight to the guy and got my ass beat. Like, I think the only game that made me that mad was fighting in Tekken 7, and you get to the end and you fight Akuma. And they don't tell you that you can't dodge his little super move. No matter what your health bar looks like, you're going to die.
Oh, yeah, instant
And
hell
I
murder.
fought him 46 times before I figured out you were supposed to jump. I was like, bro, I will break my Xbox right now. I was like, bro, I was so fucking angry. He had no business on the game anyway because he got powers, but I was like, yeah.
He was actually a broken character. So Tekken, that was everyone started using Akuma at the World Championships because he was so broken. And then instant hell murder, score forward XL1. That's that.
What?
It's a 15-hit combo. You can't block it.
You can't block his, you're going to die.
He just rehearsed it though.
Yeah, I was.
He probably seen it.
I played a lot of fighting games growing up.
Tekken's my favorite fighting game, so I'm like,
God, I'm not a fight. You know what my experience with fighting games is? Dead or Alive 4
that game was good.
had a photo mode. You can bet your ass I had nothing but
Baddie
photos
was-
of titties. Oh my
titty
god!
game.
Beach volleyball. Dead or Alive 4 beach volleyball. That was my fighting game experience.
Well, Steven Spielberg over here buys a fighting game to make movies. He's like, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, man, this fighting game's great.
These jiggle mechanics are nice.
It was
Yeah,
nothing
jiggle
but
mechanics.
goddamn jiggle physics, and you know what? I'm proud of it. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
It was the first fighting game with fan
I ain't
service. He
ashamed.
was like, yes, this is nice.
You know they knew what they were doing when one of the spinoffs was Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just straight gambling, beach volleyball, and trying to date the
Legitimately,
girls.
bro, that might have been one of the first games I ever had to download. I didn't buy it.
Oh, you were like, I can't.
I was under 18. Like going to the game, like usually you have to be driven to the mall or wherever you're buying a game. Have your parents with you.
Oh, yeah.
GameStop.
Nope. Mom, I'll just buy this Xbox game card for $100. Thanks. Plug in that. I got $100 credit on the Xbox store.
What'd you get, Kyle?
I don't like when you call me Kyle. It sounds derogatory.
Volleyball.
This game has profanity.
It just says Dead or Alive 4.
prostitution, murder.
Yeah,
Gore.
I would have made up a story for my family. They're like, what do you do? What is this game?
Fighting?
Volleyball simulator with dudes.
Your dad's like, with dudes. With dudes. Let's go do some push-ups. Nah.
After I play this game.
I just wasn't a fight. I wasn't a fighting game guy. Never
Fighting
have been.
games get toxic once you get to like the skill level that I'm at. Because it's pretty much who got their kid off first. Like who got the juggle off first. Because you're not, like you're dead. This is guaranteed. We spent 2 hours a day just doing the same combo over and over again. And you did the same thing. Who's going to miss their block first? And then at that point, I'm like, I don't want to play this shit anymore.
No, it's a counter game. And then you play in the new, like the Dragon Ball Fighters was really good. That was a
Budokai?
I
No,
cheesed.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Like,
Yeah.
like the Xeno. Oh,
Nope.
no, you talking about the 2D?
Yeah.
I kid you not,
Fighters.
I tried to play that game. But my friends, I'm the best in all the fighting games. But that was the only one I didn't play. So I go in, they're going to teach me how to play the game. Usually what we do is we just beat you till you learn how to play it. My friend picked, I think he picked 2 versions of Broly and Ultra Instinct Goku.
Oh, dude, yeah, Broly's fucking broke,
I was in a
bro.
cutscene
That's
the
what it was.
entire
Those were my
time.
games.
I
I
haven't
played
played the
those.
game since. I was like, I'm good. I'm too far behind to try to catch up with everybody. And that's what happened. It looked like a Naruto, like, you know, you play Ninja Storm and you see that cutscene pop up and you know you lost the fight. That's pretty much what happened.
The entire time, though,
When
because
the
all of them
cutscenes
are.
pop up in a fighting game, you're like,
Yep. He's like, my
All
sensei
right.
always told me I'd be the strongest. Yep. I'm dead. I'm definitely. It's
like I'm a goddamn, I'm a filler episode.
And that's dude, because all the supers on Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball Fighters go into cutscenes. So it's
Yeah.
like Broly shows like, boom, you get hit, and your character's
whole
just
health
like,
bar is
"All right."
gone.
A new cutscene starts. You're like, no, come man,
No.
man. You're like, oh.
I'm like, bro, I might as well just spectate the match at this point. I'm like, I don't think I pressed the button. I was like, yeah, I'm good on this game. I'm gonna play it one day though and like sneak in and be good.
Yeah.
Dude, that game's fucking brutal. I do fighting games. You played Elden Rings and then
Fucking
Morrowind
hate
and stuff.
Elden Ring.
I think I tried. It's Morrowind's the Skyrim game.
Yeah.
Like ESO.
No. So, oof.
Bro,
Oof.
ESO.
Don't
is
you dare!
a cursed game because Skyrim was like my favorite game on Xbox.
Morrowind was Elder Scrolls 3 before Skyrim.
I expected it to be like Skyrim. So I
It's older.
spent $100, bro, on the deluxe edition. I was like, I'm finna have so much
Elder
fun.
Scrolls Online is different than Morrowind.
That shit's so ass.
Different games.
It's the worst game I have ever played in my life.
I'm so hurt right now.
No, because let me tell you something. You got to understand. I went from Skyrim with the expectation of thinking that this was going to be an online version of Skyrim. And then,
Very different.
mind you, I was an archer. And
Of course, you were stealth archer.
Yeah, stealth
Everyone
archer.
fucking was
Stealth archer.
Yeah, we all had that.
Oh god, yeah, everybody was.
Get into ESO. There's no ragdoll mechanics, so like the shooting somebody from across the map, not funny anymore. And then on top of that, the arrow, you don't even like shoot the arrow anymore. It just kind of just drops off with that weak animation. And then there's like that, like me when I was on stage. This is the bear dying. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like level 6. I've never played the game again. Every day I think about playing it because I spent $100 on it, but I just know like I'm never gonna give that game a shot again. I went in there and like hit some the little spider robot spiders. Just wasn't doing it for me. I deleted it again.
Dwemer.
Yeah.
Automatons.
I've never played that one. See, I never played
Elder Scrolls Online.
You saved yourself some time. Well,
That
I
looked
feel like
booty
it wouldn't be
for me.
bad if you didn't have that expectation that I had.
So I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan. I have the Aldo and the Roll Eater tattooed on my arm. And so I played the fuck out of Elder Scrolls Online when it first dropped before the Morrowind expansion. Because that's just an expansion. The actual Morrowind game was Elder Scrolls 3, which is a separate game series. Very
So what's the
passionate.
actual name of like is it Elder Scrolls?
It's just Elder Scrolls Online.
So Skyrim is its own. Like,
No,
it's just
so Elder Scrolls is the main series.
Yeah.
And then you have Elder Scrolls is the main, then you have Morrowind, Skyrim.
Well, you have Daggerfall, you have
Daggerfall,
Arena, you have Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. And then Elder Scrolls Online, ESO is its own separate, through ZeniMax Online Studios, its own separate fucking game. And unfortunately, we just found out over the last month through this Xbox trial thing with them trying to buy Activision Blizzard, they announced that Elder Scrolls 6 was probably 5 years away still. After they dropped the trailer in 2017.
Well, I mean, in fairness,
2019.
GTA 5 came out when I was in high school. I've gotten 2 degrees since then. I have like 6 All-American medals. I won the Kansas relays. I
you
was
can
on
run.
ESPN. Oh, I'm fast as hell. Yeah. I've like my whole life changed.
So is he.
GTA 6 still ain't came out yet.
Baddie can sprint.
I almost died. You know how messed up it would be to die and GTA 6 didn't come out?
Wait. Why'd you
Think about
almost
that.
die?
I've almost died a bunch of times. I've like a whole lot of times I've almost died. I just don't die though. I'm kind of like that guy in The Walking Dead. Morgan. That's me. I just got plot
That's your
armor.
boy.
I just got plot armor. I don't know. But, I've been in
Plot
some,
armor?
I used to be in some unfortunate situations.
I got plot armor. Or a plot armor shirt's a really good merch.
That's a good one. That's a good
That's
one.
good ass merch.
Plot armor is very, it's like Batman. Just plot armor.
Oh yeah, that dude ain't.
I hate
dying.
Batman. That's why I hate the Batman jokes.
Why do you hate Batman?
He's just a white dude with money.
I mean,
What kind of power is that? All right, logically speaking, it's fake, but logically speaking,
what
I
kind of
don't feel
power
like-
is that?
what
Elon
power-
Musk has something.
Like what
that's
power
in
is
her
that
chat.
when you got like somebody like Superman? Logically speaking, there's no logical reason why he'd ever win in that fight.
Well, that's why I love the Pete Holmes videos. You watch his version of Batman, Pete Holmes? You've never seen the Pete Holmes version of Batman?
I feel like I need to watch it now.
Holy shit, that's when it's like Superman comes down, he's like, hey, what's up, Superman? It's like, I'm here to ask you to be on my team. Why? You're fucking stupid? Are you dumb? I'm just rich. That's it. You can break people in half. It's like, I need your help, Bruce Wayne. Why? Bane broke my back and paralyzed me. You could cut him in fucking half with your eyes. You're white bread, you boring ass hero. So it's just this back and forth of like, I'm never gonna kill anybody, because Batman also doesn't kill anyone, which causes more problems.
But in fairness, I hate Superman just as much as I hate Batman. So it's a good balance.
But what about One Punch Man?
What about
I like
Henry Cavill? We love
Saitama
him.
because he's like Saitama's pretty much Superman, but like it's obvious that he's just busted for no reason. Like, there's no fun if you can't lose. So it's like, Superman, he pulls like the Zack Snyder's movie.
Yeah.
When they're all getting their ass beat, and then he just shows up, and I'm like, something tells me this fight is over with. And he just, no point was he ever struggling. I don't think his suit got a rip in it or nothing. His breath didn't get hot. It's just,
He wasn't breathing heavy, nothing.
like, bro just came in there and folded everybody. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, Aquaman, and then Aquaman, he gets disrespected every time he gets put like in movie form.
Because to be fair, it's just fish dude.
Yeah, like what is his power never gets showcased. He just got a stick. Like he out there fighting with a trident. That's it. And he get beat up. Like every scene was him getting knocked off the screen. I'm like, damn, bro. And he got paid though. He got paid.
He calls fish.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's like that Family Guy one that's really bad. When it's that guy's beating up that girl on the beach, and she's like, Aquaman, help me. He's like, I can't. It's on the beach. Once the tide raises, I can come and help you.
What was the boys' version of Aquaman? What was his fucking name?
The Deep.
The Deep. And that motherfucker just fucking a dolphin or some shit when they're transporting it.
Dude, have you watched The Boys?
No.
Bro, oh my God. You have not seen The Boys?
You need to watch The Boys.
You are going to love The Boys. Imagine superheroes, but how they'd actually be when you have that social media fame money and you start
And
with that
power.
as a kid. How many fucked up superheroes would you have?
I know if I was a superhero, it'd be rap.
Well, that's this
I feel
entire
like-
show.
I feel like Deadpool is like the best case scenario. Closest you're gonna get from me.
The serious in that voice.
I'm like, there's not somebody's gonna get thrashed, but I'm like, they were bad though. You gotta remember that they were bad. They're gonna get fucked up terribly. Terribly.
I'm so excited for the new Deadpool. You've been seeing the leaks coming out with it.
Oh my God, Wolverine.
If they ever in their life let me talk to him and he make a sidekick in his movie, that movie's gonna do.
You're the sidekick?
If I was his sidekick in a movie, I feel like that should be hilarious.
Oh my God, this is the perfect transition into the superhero powers. We haven't done
Holy shit, we haven't done the Offenders in a while.
the Avengers. It's
the
our
Offenders.
superhero.
We
team.
have a group, and like there's the Avengers, whatever. We have the Offenders, and every one of us has a superpower. Like Eli has super speed. I have super strength.
You'll love Cody's power.
The immediate laugh, I just know it's something crazy.
We do so we offset when you have these with very negative things. So like Cody, his was
He can fly.
Fly. But in order to fly, he has to yell just racial slurs. So to help people. So he just stays away from any bad areas. South side of San Antonio, he's like, nah.
I can't help you guys.
Yeah.
It won't
There's
be
a
good.
building on fire. He brings a ladder. He puts it up, climbs up. He's like, can't you fly? Close your ears, sweetheart.
So Eli's power, obviously, he's super fast, fastest man on the planet. He has explosive diarrhea the entire time he's sprinting that speed.
Everywhere. Plus,
Dude.
I have a 5-second cooldown.
Cooldown?
So I
That's
like show
crazy.
up and I can't help immediately. Or maybe it was like 5 minutes. So I'm like, just hold on. Baddie just comes when he uses any application of strength. Any application of strength. Real awkward.
He's gonna spend a lot of time in prison.
I'm just not gonna help anybody. I'm not gonna help anybody.
He saved my life, but I think I got assaulted.
I think that's a sexual assault.
Dang.
So you have to think of your superpower.
And then we'll find an offset.
Mine, I already know mine's shapeshifting. That's the that's the
shit.
greatest
Okay.
superpower. I just know the outcome. The opposite was gonna be horrible though.
Oh, man. Actually, okay, wait.
I'm gonna be stuck in human form. I can tell it's gonna be terrible.
Oh, dang.
Okay. You can shapeshift, but you don't always get to choose what you shapeshift into.
That's unfortunate.
That's actually pretty hilarious.
You're like, I'm gonna turn into a bird or something. Like you can give like an idea, like I'm gonna turn something that can fly, and then you're a fucking mosquito, and you're like,
I would imagine like somebody's about to get mauled by a lion in the zoo. They fell in the cage.
And you turn into a fucking
I'm gonna
lion.
Turn into a lion and match the energy. and I turn into a turtle. We're both fucked. Like, we're gonna die today.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. You're like, ladies and gentlemen, stand back. I will save him. You jump into that cage and you just turn into a turtle. No. I walk like this for 10 minutes.
Turtle.
Yeah, just 10 minutes. He's laying eggs. Now he's getting picked up by a seagull. Can't do anything. I'm so sorry. It's 10 minutes. Yeah, it's a cool down period. I just stay like this. It's that or, I mean, that's probably the best one. That's a really good one. You just have no control.
Yeah. I like the idea that, like, it's something in the same like species, like genus, or something in the same like type. Like you want to turn something that can swim. There's a lot of shit that can swim. A lot of flippers out there.
It turns into a puppy, and you're getting chased by a shark. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work out great for me.
Doggy paddle.
All dogs go to heaven. It's a plus side. You know, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna see the other side.
So yeah, you can shape. Sometimes it probably works out great. You know.
I just think about the possibilities with
That or
shapeshifting.
during sex, the person you're having sex with shapeshifts and you have no control of
I
what
don't
they
like
turn
that.
into.
That I'd probably change my power after something like that.
That's the reaction we want. It's like, this is
fucking-
a dope ass power. The second the penis enters it,
Hippopotamus. Over with, yo.
you're like, no,
It's so unfortunate.
that would be the worst.
That's terrible.
The hottest people. You're just like the love of my life. And the second you put your penis in there,
Andre
it's-
the Giant's there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a funeral? How did he die?
Well, you see,
He said he wanted me to talk good about him. I think we should go to the next part of the funeral service. Yeah, I'm gonna be on a list somewhere after that.
God
One of the
damn.
worst humans that was ever on the planet. He got caught fucking a hippo.
That poor hippo turned into a woman after they were done.
You know how bad you had? He was down bad.
Oh my God, yeah, the hippo's just crushing you.
It's like what did Moto say? I like them big. I like them chunky. That's horrible. I'd probably, I don't even know what power I'd pick after that. I'd probably pick something lame. Like,
No,
like the guy that rides the bike in on
Common Rider.
yeah, the guy.
Was it Merman Rider, right?
Common Rider.
Merman.
I'm like, somehow he ain't died yet.
Dude, I do one of the best when he fights Sea King though, and he just gets his fucking ass beat. He's like, Justice Utaku, and it's like just his leg, and he's just getting fucking like slammed. I want to say it's the Merman Rider.
Is this One Punch Man?
Yeah, One Punch Man, Merman Rider, Merman Rider.
So Common Rider is a different thing.
Yeah, I was like,
Moomin Rider
Moomin, there
is
it
a
is.
play on Common Rider, which is the original shitty superhero. He's a knockoff of Common Rider.
wait,
That's
there's
why.
an actual
yeah.
what Common Rider? What's Common Rider from?
This guy. It's like it's just
I
another.
recognize that helmet.
Yeah.
That looks like one that old the V-Man. Oh fuck, what is it? It's like Ultraman. That looked like an Ultraman character.
I might be too young. I don't know who.
Yeah, Ultraman. That
That's
Ultraman's
like-
way.
It was
older.
just
like
it was an
Captain
old school
Planet.
fucking Japanese live action show, and he was the main protagonist. It was Common Rider.
I feel like if they ever make a Static Shock movie, I should be the main.
1971 television series.
Oh yeah.
1970. I don't think my parents were alive then. Damn.
Eli was.
Dude, Kamen Rider? That is, I'm still surprised. I am fucking amazed you've never watched The Boys.
Yeah, The Boys is real good.
I only watch TV when I eat, and my girlfriend thinks it's stupid. It's so. I'm like, I could be watching the show. The last bite that I take, I'm turning it off wherever it's at.
That's really funny you say that because I am the same way. When I am eating, I want to be watching a show or something. And Tay's always like, why are you do that? Why don't you like, I'm like, what do you mean? That's just like, that's how I was like raised. Like when we're all eating together, we're usually watching something.
Yeah.
And now I still do that. I sit down and eat, pull up my phone, open up YouTube or some shit, or I'll flip on anime, a movie.
It's weird to me because I cannot imagine just sitting there and nothing and eating. I'd be like,
Hi.
just
I'd
hearing
probably
the
start
fucking
hallucinating.
fork and spoon on your
That's
plate.
like poor people talk. That's what this is. That was our time to just shut up and enjoy something.
Oh, you gotta do something else, man.
I was happy then. I'm like, hey, I'm living the dream. But man, what?
Wolverine,
TV.
Deadpool.
Oh yeah, but still, The Boys. He hasn't seen it. Just we'll give a quick synopsis. Imagine it's just everyone like superheroes are fucked up. They
They're
do
all
drugs.
awful.
They're awful people. And because the power went to their head and they're worshipped like gods, and then you have humans that can't fucking do anything to stop them.
So this is kind of like I don't know the name of the show.
It's violent.
But it's some show I see like clips of where the guy that's technically Superman is like a bad guy.
Yep,
Is that it?
that's
What's the Omni-Man?
No. It's actual people.
that's Homelander.
Oh, yeah.
Homelander.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's probably
yeah,
Homelander.
yeah, that's
That's
the
the show?
boys. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's The Boys,
I've seen
yeah.
clips of that. Oh, I've never actually watched it, but I've seen the clips and that shit is fucking hilarious.
It's
Very good. What's
yeah.
the cartoon one with Omni-Man?
Invincible.
Invincible.
I
yeah.
saw him murder his son, and I was like, "This is
So Invincible's like a cartoon version of The Boys.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just as bloody.
that was different." I was like, "Okay,
Yeah, if you like violence, you will love The Boys because it is fucking violent. Like everything. You got dicks.
yeah." What's wrong with the person that wrote this? You going through something?
Dude, the dicks. Oh, man. Yeah, we won't even
The
fucking.
dicks. Why do you keep talking about the dicks?
Yeah, the dick. Like, he was like, yeah, the
Baddie,
dicks. man.
season 3.
I know, but why? There's so much more than that one scene in the dick.
But that scene was brutal to watch. That was one of the few scenes I was like, oh, my. Okay. It's like the red wedding.
Somebody lost their penis. Loss is an understatement.
Yeah,
Dang,
that's plain. That's
you feel it when that happened. You just
You stop for a minute. You're just like, oh.
The CGI was so good during this.
the one time you wish your graphics were bad. It's like I'm traumatized.
Oh, that was like one of the few times where I was like,
Yeah, you're peeking though. You gotta
I
watch.
didn't know what to do. I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on?
I imagine like what VR would be like if the graphics were really good. Because there was this horror game I seen on Twitter. It's not out yet, I don't believe. But when I first started watching it, I thought that it was like an actual footage.
woods?
She was in the woods and the floating chick, the chick came
And
out.
that little girl
across-
running on the fucking
I'd have
fence.
broke everything in my house.
What's the game called?
I have no idea. I didn't even want to find out because I wasn't going to play it.
It's the same tech that's using that first person shooter.
Uncaptured, uncut.
Yeah, that where it's
the police
photorealistic.
one.
Bro, that photorealism shit, I know what you're
I'm like, just now, like the games I have that are like horror games, the graphics aren't bad enough to be scary, but the sound effects are really good. You put the like sound effects with those graphics, I'd have ran into a wall in real life. Because like if it really gets you, you'll really forget that you're in the Oculus for a second. It's like, I got to get out of here. This is terrible. When I seen her start flying in the air, I couldn't imagine like that being attached to my face.
Well, have you played any VR horror games in VR?
I played Cosmo Dread so far. I'm actually making a video and I haven't put it out yet, but it's probably gonna be one of the funniest videos that I've put out so far. It is funny because like it starts off with me pretty much talking about how like this is white people shit. Like I would never be doing this. I'd never be doing this. So that's what makes it funny. But like as I'm playing it, I'm realizing like the graphics ain't that good, but the sound effects like kind of make you paranoid.
You start suck. You can start getting
Bro,
sucked.
when
You
in.
hear
horror
stuff
games,
like crawling above you, but you turn and nothing's there. And then when you don't think anything's there, like I remember this one part where the room's black, the whole ship's dark. All you have is like a flashlight on your wrist. And I'm pointing the flashlight, and the guy is like at the end of the hallway. It flickers, comes back on. He's right in front of me. I was like, bro, my heart just
stop.
And these graphics are horrible. So I'm like, bro, if this was realistic, I might have shit myself just then. Like that was fucking terrible.
Well, a lot of these horror games are doing now is that they have found ambient sounds, like tones that will just constantly hum like,
Because there's some frequencies that fuck with you more than
yes. So they'll have these tones running throughout a scene. They'll slowly build up to a point where you don't really notice it's there, but it's still giving you that emotional, that visceral reaction. And then they'll drop in some horror, like there's a guy at the end of the hall, light flickers, he's in your face. But the entire time you've been put on edge. You've been made to be in like almost a distressed state.
Yeah.
Shit's fucked up, man. I
you're
love
in
it.
hypervigilant mode, and that's very stressful on the human body. So when you're in there, there's that one game, VR. If you've played, did you ever play PT? Hideo Kojima's. It was like the Silent Hill. It was
Ain't nobody played PT. There's like 8 people that played PT, Eli.
It's fucking terrifying. One of the scariest games for the PS4.
Came out in 1984.
Yeah, 1984 on the PS4.
1980.
No, we're joking.
I was like, wait a
He
second.
was like, what? So it came out like 2014 to 16, and Hideo Kojima, guy that made Metal Gear, created it. It was Silent Hill, Respawn of Silent Hill. Terrifying. Then they made a VR version of said game, and even if you played the regular game, the second you put that VR, because it used the photorealism like that, the Woods game.
Yeah.
So you're just walking through
fucking
this
game is that?
never-ending thing. But you start looking, you hear all the sound, you're like, oh fuck.
I'm like,
oh.
bro, I'm finna turn this off. I've been reminding myself, like, when I'm playing my game sometime, like, I paid for this. I paid for this. I gotta experience it. But I'm like, this might have been a bad idea. Like, I feel like once I take it off and I'm sitting in a room, because like the room's usually empty, I just start hearing shit. And I'm like, somebody downstairs. I think somebody's in here right now.
You start clearing the house, you're like,
That's been a lot of thing. A lot of streamers have been having with alerts. There's new sound alerts basically that sound like they're directional.
Yeah.
So it sounds like knock, 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 and then people, dude. The amount of people I've seen like rip headsets off to do this shit when it was just an alert in their headset.
Yeah, it's terrible.
dude, that's a Diablo. When you're in the Alchemist, they have those like tink, 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 tink. My headphones, for whatever reason, I was like on there. No one was home. Sav was gone. So I'm on the we're playing Diablo. I've never been, it was my first time being at the Alchemist, so I just run in doing that. And I'm sitting there talking to chat, and it's like that tink, 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 like someone working on. It sounds like fucking dishes and it's my room that goes down, my doorway that goes down into my kitchen. And it sounded like someone was messing with plates downstairs. I was like, chat just see me do this, grab gun. And I start walking downstairs. I was like, looking around. I was like, what the fuck? I go back upstairs. I was like, sorry, guys. I swore I just heard fucking someone playing plates. I put it on. And it was like, tink, tink, tink. I was like, tink, tink, tink. I was like, motherfucker. Holy shit. That just gave me this. Because it was perfectly placed with that fucking, like, that spatial sound really fucks with you. Like,
Yeah, that happened to me once when I was streaming, but it wasn't the game. It was actually the cops. I was playing. I'm streaming, and I'm like, I just like I feel like I hear cop horns right now. And he was like, no, I think you're tripping. But eventually, I'm like, nah, like I definitely hear him. And now I look to my window, and I just see the lights flashing on the wall. I'm like, oh shit. So I grab my gun because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I walk to my backyard. I see 3 people back. There's 3 cops in my backyard with flashlights, but they weren't looking for me. They were looking for my neighbor. And I'm like, y'all don't think it was a good idea to like maybe knock on the door or something, let me know? Because like I could have shot the shit out of one of y'all. Now I'm finna get aired out. But so they looked for him for like 2 hours. And turns out he was hiding in the dumpster beside the house the whole time. They were like just about to leave. I hear him like, all right, I guess he got away. And then the dog like barks at the trash can. And he was like, oh, wow. Dude, get out of there. And I see his head pop out. I'm like, what? Y'all didn't check the one spot, right? That's the only place he could have hid. I'm like, that's crazy. They had the whole neighborhood blocked off. I'm like, that is ridiculous.
just hiding in the crack. A little crackhead just pops his head out.
Popped his head out the trash can. That is ridiculous, bro. That probably smells like
I haven't
bounce
been anywhere. I ain't hiding. I live here.
This is my home.
Yeah. What excuse or lies are going to come up with justifying
Like,
being
I
in
see
a
the
trash
lights.
can?
I'm like, man, what did I do? I'm sitting here thinking, I don't think I did anything. It's like, I've been at home. Oh, okay. They weren't looking.
I haven't left the house in a month. Like,
Yeah, like that.
Fuck, I wonder if that one game, I don't know if either of you seen it. Did you see the game it was a horror game being developed? It wasn't for VR yet. It was how you choose paths, and then the game learned your fears based off of what hallways you would take. It was really fucking genius.
Nah, I ain't never heard of that.
I don't
it
know if I
would,
want to hear that.
You would walk up to a room and there'd be like 2 hallways to go down, 3 hallways, and one would have spider webs, one would have dark, one would have that. So then it would be like, oh, homeboy's afraid of the dark because he didn't do this, not afraid of this. So then it would start incorporating that for later to fuck with you in the game. It was really good.
I don't feel like that really would get me that bad.
In
there's
VR, probably.
There's only 2 things I'm actually scared of, like to present date. I'm scared of being paralyzed. That's number 1. And 2 is ghosts. And in a video game, if it's a ghost, the only way you're gonna see, like, I can't see it. So it's like, it's the thought of like in real life, it's like it's there and I can't do anything to defend myself.
So think, you walk up to a hallway. There's like a hallway that has like flickering lights, and then like a spider web hallway. And you're like, oh, I'm going to do this one, and you see it flicker, and then a ghost or an apparition appears and disappears. You're like, well, fuck that hallway. I'm going to do the spider ones. Now it knows it's like, oh, homeboy doesn't like this or this. Yeah. So then what it did it would place it on how you would turn around. So I remember one. You walked up to this edge. It was a hallway, but there was an edge. So the guy's like, oh, he turns around, and then his fear was right behind. So like,
and then he shit himself.
Yeah, he jumped backwards into the hole. He's like, fuck! And his character went backwards, fell in the hole. Dad came over, started. Yeah, it's a really good basis off.
Oh man, like, VR's getting wild.
I love it so much. I just fucking.
I am excited for more like, I don't know, man. I'm still like banking that I don't die before we get like the first real VR MMO.
Yeah.
I just want.
I like playing like the shooter games because you get to see who's like never like kind of shot a gun in real life.
Oh yeah.
Because they have the worst. I'm like, you're the guy that be sweating and sliding across the floor on the Xbox. Then you get in a VR and you can't shoot anything. This is fucking horrible. Like not that like they're that similar, but I'm like it's.
But you can
takes a
see
little
like
bit.
the difference in.
Yeah, the VR and
VR. Like you got to be able to at least know a little bit about guns.
Fucking,
bro.
you gotta drop a mag. You gotta
Especially
put a
like
new mag
armor.
in.
I know guys they don't even know how to load the gun. I'm like, well, you finna get fucked up. Like me, I grew up in the country, so I've been shooting guns and stuff my whole life. I go in there, I'm a fucking god. I'm like, I'm doing everybody dirty. I don't want the last time I played. I'm playing with like these guys that are all like former military cops, and they're in there like giving out call outs and stuff. I'm not military or a cop, so I don't know anything they're talking about. So they're like setting up a strategy, and the game starts. You got to kill the VIP. I left everybody and went and killed them. And then the game, we go back in the lobby. Who killed him? I said, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know none of that shit, man. I just shot him. I just bust out laughing. I was like, yeah. I just know.
this is what I knew how to do.
Like, look, I know how to shoot. And he was over there. I got him. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, team, you ready? Everyone got their position.
Stack on me. Stack on me.
Stack on me. Where the fuck is Fredo at?
Where's the
our
new guy?
boy?
Where's the new guy?
Where's our boy?
Bang, 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 bang.
Mission
Game over.
accomplished. You walking down there, he's dead. Here's his head. Like, what?
Like that Key and Peele skit. Ah!
I miss Key and Peele.
That was a great show.
Dude, when did they end? They still do some skits
I
together
feel like
or
they
no?
do. I don't know. I seen like on YouTube, like they post the old clips over and over. I don't feel like
Constantly,
they made
it's
anything
the old
new.
clips. That's the thing. Like that was the thing. They were in their show came out at the time when like TV shows were going to web shows.
Yeah.
So a lot of their stuff was like on some weird web service like the entire time, and then like reruns would maybe hit Comedy Central or something like that. But
And then Peele took off as the director, right?
I still can't tell which one is which. I just know when I see him, like this is that one.
See, not
Keegan-Michael
racist.
Key
You
and-
say it. Very racist.
They say all black people look alike. I'm like, huh? Yeah. I used to hate that. They'd be like, oh, y'all all got the. If I got locks, you look like Future. You look like Young Thug. I'm like, now you notice how neither one of those people look alike, but I somehow look like both of them. just say I'm black and get it over with. That don't make any sense.
I don't know who those people are.
Somebody told me I look like Bob Marley.
Really?
You see me right now.
I don't know what Bob Marley looks like.
You don't know Bob Marley?
Well, I know who he is. I know he had dreadlocks. I don't know.
Dude, yeah, actually, if you asked me to like
Of
draw
all
a picture
people,
of,
that's like-
if you said draw a picture of Bob Marley,
It'd probably be the cinnamon twist dude from the Apple. Holy
shit! I know that guy. I know that guy.
They said I like him too. I was like, I can kind of see that though. So I gave him that. But yeah, it's like they got locks. You look like him. I'm like, okay, I get the blueprint now. It could be a white dude with locks. They're like, you look just like him. Okay, I got you, Tarzan. Look, this is gonna
just because
sound
you have
crazy.
locks, you're like, you look like Tarzan.
I really believe the only reason Tarzan wasn't black is because he would have got canceled.
Oh,
I would have played the fuck out that role though. Like black people would be embarrassed to see me on monkey bars. I'm telling you. I'm nice.
I'm nice, son.
I'm nice, bro. I be skipping them shits in there.
GVAN, come for me. Don't put me in this segment.
This is your This is your reel you send to try out for the
Disney,
role.
You can't deny it. I got it down packed. I'm like, I'm built like him and everything, bro. Check me out. I don't even need like a stuntman. And I was like, you know what? I can hear it now. The racist is gonna go watch it though. You think about that? We're gonna do numbers. I'm like, bro, they finna be in there cracking all the jokes, and I'm gonna be getting paid, so I don't care.
I'm fine with that.
Like, let's see a black dude act like a monkey. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see that.
I just picture the
that should've been
producers,
fucking hilarious.
you trying out for the role and you send that in, and all LA is just like, okay, let's see what we have here. Play. Oh my God.
It's like I don't know how this is gonna go over.
Now, if they don't pick you, is it racist?
I feel like it would be historically. Well, I mean, based off the story, I guess it does make sense. But I feel like I'd play the fuck out that role. Not too many characters I feel like should have got race swapped. He's one of. Well, I don't feel like you should. I feel like it'd work though.
That's when Disney, that conversation came up once or twice, and they're like, Tarzan, but black. And then
That the woke person with the pink hair.
that was probably
That's racist.
A couple people were like, that's just afraid to get canceled. They're like,
Yeah, it's like I just don't think it's a good. Nah, it's because I'm black, ain't it? Nah, like, well, let me be offended. You don't want to worry about that. I'm not offended. I don't care.
they were like, Little Mermaid, we're fine with that.
Now, granted, if you play the monkey too good, though, black people not gonna be too happy about that. Like, I'm doing
can't be that good at
I can't do unnecessary monkey stuff. Like Tarzan didn't even do that.
Unnecessary
Like, come on,
monkey shit.
Like, come on, bro. You can't.
Okay.
I'm just walking around doing this. Like, but he never did that. That was you. You making us.
I
look bad.
added it. It was giving my own flair to it.
That's the one thing about being black. If you do anything, everybody is responsible for what you did. Like if a dude, I kid you not, if a dude go shoot something up today, they gonna be like, yeah, you know, that 13%, man. I ain't gonna front the reading racist comments. That shit is hilarious to me. Everybody else, like most black people might not think that shit funny, but I like to go read them. It's funny. It's so fucking funny, bro. I was like seeing a video of this, using some black people. They had went and robbed a grocery store. It was like 3 of them. The whole comment section. Yeah, 13% of the population. This don't seem any different. I'm like, why is this like? Why do y'all always do this? And it'd be funny because I'm like, y'all say the same shit, but I'm like, what's the percentage of black people that actually commit crimes in comparison? You actually know what it is?
No idea. It's
minuscule. Like I think above like 80% of black people never committed any kind of crime at all. But if those that 1%, like the small percentage, if they do anything wrong, black people, all y'all criminals. Y'all hooligans. And so then what black people do is when we see a video.
Don't cut to me during that part.
No.
Don't cut to me during that part.
This part's gonna be for you. This part's gonna be for you because look, if we see a video of a white kid stealing and you read the comment section, it's gonna be a bunch of black people talking about lock the criminal up. This don't seem any different. I'm like, yep, there it is. It's just funny though. I don't think anybody actually cares about it. It's hilarious.
It's weird because like Mexican, I guess I just don't look into my people thing like it's immigrants or anything like that. I'm like, man, whatever. I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
my people are dope and my people are brown. Whatever. They cool. Like everyone's just fucking cool. That's how I view it. Period.
That's all it is, man. Cool people. I like you're all cool people.
I just try not to be a piece of shit.
That's how I live.
I do most of the time.
You know?
Just don't be a piece of shit. Sometimes I feel like being a piece of shit is required.
So I agree with you there. Sometimes you need to be a piece of shit because somebody else is being a bigger piece of shit.
Yeah, I do it to like teach people that they're not better at it. Like me personally, I feel like my audience sees me as a very positive and uplifting kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And they're going to watch this and say, okay, maybe he wasn't joking when he said that he kind of... I tell them all the time, like, I ain't shit. I'm a great guy, don't get me wrong, but I grew into a great guy. You know, it took some effort, but I'm like, yeah, fucking up, I'm great at doing that. So like, if you think that you bad, I'm just choosing to be nice. I can beat you, and I feel like it's a contest at that point. So I'm gonna show you what it's like to really be a piece of shit.
If we're both gonna be pieces of shit, I will be the bigger one.
I'm gonna be the bigger one, and then you're gonna be a good guy after that, and I'm gonna be a good guy, and we're gonna both look great.
We'll go bowling, right?
It's positive.
Yeah, as you said.
Yeah, we're gonna go bowling afterwards. Like, yeah, I want you to be better, and I can't get through to you being nice, so I'm gonna be an asshole the way you speak, and then they usually like, you know what? Maybe I should turn a new leaf.
Well, I like how you do your comedy because I think I could be wrong, but you do believe anything can be funny. It's just
absolutely
everything can be comedy.
It came from
don't get offended by it.
Like I said, you grew up poor, so you understand when you like grow up like in that kind of area that I did. You kind of gotta have it's like a skill to look at the bright side of things.
Yeah,
and so
absolutely. You gotta find a positive in any
about
shitty scenario.
Yeah, I remember my mom. She got diagnosed with cancer, and everybody in the room was crying. Except me, I was like traumatized at the time. So like, I always look like I ain't give a fuck about nothing. Bro. That's the I know, like I think back on it sometimes. Like I know it probably seemed terrible because everybody in the room was crying. And I'm just sitting there like, but I'm like I care though. But anyway, the doctor comes in and everybody's all sad and emotional, and she goes, well, at least I got a reason to wear my wigs now, and everybody busts out laughing. I'm like, every time something bad happens, I just joke about it. That's how I cope. So when I see videos,
humor is without one of the best coping mechanisms. 100%. Yeah.
So I'm like, if I can find something like to make people laugh at in this situation, then I feel like it'll turn into a positive. Because I feel like a laugh is the only thing that like really benefits you. I can say I'm sorry, like I'm sorry to hear that, but it don't really do anything for you. But I can make you laugh though, like at least for a second, you want to escape from whatever it is you're dealing with. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's why I tried to change it.
You're changing those negative things, the sayings, whatever it is, like that event or that what happened on the video or whatever, into a positive thing by making fun of it. You're making light of a situation instead of.
It's not the person. It's the you know what I'm saying? Like I remember like when I first started, somebody asked me this for a Q&A. They were like, do you feel like you changed since you started? I come from like roast culture, so like I like to laugh as long as we laughing together. But if you're not signing up for it, I'm not gonna roast you.
No.
And so it's like
I
can find a video where like it was easy to crack this joke. I had the joke, but I'm not trying to laugh at them. Like I want them to see the video and laugh too. So if they're not gonna laugh, like if I've never had to remove a video, but if somebody reached out to me and was like, I didn't like that, I'm taking it down. Like it's not. I understand. Like, it's, if you feel some kind of way about it, the person themselves, that is. Now, if somebody on the internet got mad on their behalf, which that happens sometimes.
Sometimes?
People.
Constantly.
Granted, I don't look because I don't care. But, like, if you aren't the person I'm talking about and you say, well, you can't crack that joke, they laughed. They thought it was hilarious. Fuck you. I'm like, yeah, go tell them about it then. I don't care. So I'm like, but I feel like it's pretty rare for me to get, like, hate other than, it's like the typical racist person that'll come in from time to time. But aside from that, like even I've had a racist guy DM me and say, I don't really like you blacks, but you're all right. I was like, yeah, I feel like you could have left the other part out, but like
that first half, that was right.
Yeah, like,
let's just try the second half of that, where
like,
the
holy
comma
shit,
was.
dude.
We'll
like,
start there.
Maybe you don't hate black people. Maybe you're just a little ignorant.
It just start at the comma.
Yeah, I'm like,
I like you.
I like you. Oh. Thank you. No.
See, one's a compliment, but then you deal.
And then
with
like if you don't acknowledge that they said it, then they're like, fuck you, y'all all the same. I'm like, I wasn't gonna accept the compliment if you gotta talk about everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
just leave a positive
like,
message.
So it's the thing. Well, no offense, but
like, oh god, yeah, that whole thing. It's like
yeah. I feel like that's usually followed with like the most offensive thing.
Absolutely, every single time. It's like, no offense is taken. You can't just say that so you can say some horrendous shit after.
Me personally, I don't use that phrase.
I don't want to
there's no
sound
point
racist,
Yeah.
but
because I'm like, I got a problem where I just like speak before I think about it, and so when it come out fucked up, I'm just like, after I thought about it, probably shouldn't have said that. My bad. That's all you're gonna get out of me. Like I ain't gonna make an apology video because I have a firm belief that if I said something, it's because I meant it when I said it. So granted, if I change my like viewpoint on what I said afterwards, I'll just change the behavior. I'll carry myself different, and then you'll see that. But me saying sorry, it ain't gonna be genuine because when I said it, like if I called you a buckethead hoe, shit, you a buckethead hoe.
Wait, what is that? Bucket?
A buckethead hoe.
A bucket?
A bucket hoe? Like the one you make sandcastles with.
A buckethead hoe.
A buckethead hoe.
I've never.
In Mississippi, you hear stuff like that all the time. We just flame people. You can look at a household object and tell somebody they look like him. We're gonna start laughing. Like just random stuff, bro. And you think about it sometimes when you look at a person, you be like, all right, I see exactly what he's talking about. Your head do look like a bucket without the handle on that bit.
Bucket head. Oh.
And now it's like, hey, now that's the new insult. So like if you come up with a joke that nobody's ever heard before, it don't even have to be funny. It's the fact that it's like absurd. They're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's what I do. I just say stuff that you've never heard. And you're like, well, how do you even think of that? I don't. I just say shit. And
that's why I love your like scrolling through. It's just video, and then what joke are you gonna land with, or what commentary you're just gonna have in that like 10-second window, and how hard it's gonna hit. It's like my
and sometimes it's
thing.
like sometimes it's lighthearted. Sometimes I'll crack a dark joke and nobody expects it. And they're like, you don't usually take that route. I'm like, I'll do it. I'm like,
today is the day we're going on the dark joke.
It's like I'll let y'all remind. I don't have any boundaries here. I just kind of nobody's safe. I got one story that's the reason why I don't like discriminate when it comes to jokes. You probably seen the video. My friend Josh that had Down syndrome.
Oh, what do you do?
The one that he. Okay, I'll tell the story. So
yeah, please.
The first part you need to know is that Josh is the reason why I crack jokes with everybody because he had Down syndrome, and you know that class you go into like between the days, kind of like a little break. They used to let him come in there and hang with us, and so I crack jokes with everybody in the class, but I never joke about him. He got mad one day and he was like upset because he was like, you laugh and joke with everybody else, why not me? And I never looked at it like that, like I'm leaving you out. So
excluding.
I started joking with him like everybody else. So fast forward, like towards the end of my senior year, I go to the bathroom one day in between class, and Josh is in the bathroom, beating his meat at the urinal. So I'm like, shit, I kind of don't even want to use the bathroom no more because like, it's only 3 urinals. He in the middle, and there's 2 more. He's in the middle. And I'm like, he done already broke the code. He's supposed to go all the way to the left side.
All the way left to right.
All the way to the right. It's the only option you got. But he in the middle. And
he broke the code when he started jerking off.
Nah, this one he really broke the code. He said, hey, Fredo, help me zip my pants up. But the worst part about it is he didn't stop beating his meat. So like he's still going at it, bro. Beating a centimeter Peter right there. Like, so I'm like, shit. I know Josh though. I'm like, Josh, no, like he know how to zip his pants up. Like this, he's not. So I walk out. And like I'm befuddled, you know what I mean? I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. I don't even got to pee no more. And then the principal walks by. He's like, Fredo, you lost your dog. What happened? And I was like, Josh was. And as I'm speaking to him, Josh walks out the bathroom, still beating his meat. And he was like, Josh, zip your pants. Zip. Bro. So if I would have helped you, what was this? I could have got sprayed, bro. I didn't even know where he was at in the process. I could have been like trying to be a good Samaritan, bro, and then got sprayed. I had to live with that for the rest of my life. Like, dang, bro, that's crazy.
That's the one you bring. It's like, what were you thinking, Josh?
Like, Josh, why you do that, Josh? I ain't talked to Josh since then, I don't think.
I lost that.
That's the best part of the story. So I now think about it.
Josh might not remember that. I remembered it.
Yeah, that's one thing you never forget.
Can't forget that right there, bro.
That's an image. That's how you finish high school. You're like,
God.
there we go.
You know, this is pretty much describes high school in a nutshell.
And then you have my girl that never went to high school and is just homeschooling here, like having that where there's no social because they were not allowed to hang out with other kids or anything.
Like socially awkward.
She had 10 brothers and sisters.
Oh, never mind. That's a whole. Yeah, they probably had a basketball team and everything.
Oh yeah,
They was probably hooping.
5-on-5. You can literally play
They was
basketball
really
with
hooping out there. What's up?
it was crazy. You're like, what the fuck? You have 10 brothers and sisters?
I thought I had a lot.
You 5, right?
4.
You got 4 brothers and sisters, so you're the 5th though.
I'm
5 kids.
I'm the middle kid.
5 kids though.
Yeah.
Yep. So same, like 5 kids. Baddie, you just
I only have a sister.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I always forget
small family.
you. Small, educated white family.
Well, definitely. I don't know if educated's the word, but we're white.
We're white. That's the shirt. We're white.
Can't make that shirt. Can't make that
You're gonna
shirt.
get canceled real quick.
Very, very quick.
What is wrong with the other color? Like, the shirt just said we're white.
That's it.
That's it. That's like I feel like that's what like society has turned into though.
Oh yeah, you
Like
gonna
now you can say something and then they just add that non-existent paragraph that wasn't there. I'm like, how did y'all reach this conclusion?
That's what
Nobody knows. And that's how I came to the conclusion that you should just not give a fuck. You know, it just works out a lot better that way.
It's true.
It's crazy because you're gonna get it. I'm already looking at getting canceled if not in the next 5 years, at least 10 years when some new thing comes out and whatever we did in the past is very offensive.
Bro, I want to talk about this. So we have some of the friends of mine that play Target with me, Jesse Exam and Veritas. They have a podcast where they talk about gaming and stuff. I think it's called the Pogcast, but they have a viewer who knows AI learning stuff, and he's recently taken their AI to learn their voices.
Yep.
And he's either swapped their voices so that when one's talking, it's the other one's voice, or he's taken their voices and dubbed them over music, like singing "In the End" by Linkin Park, but it's done good and it's in their voices.
So it's kind of like the Jay-Z thing. Like
Yeah, yes,
Jay-Z.
dude. Exactly.
It's
scary.
It's terrifying because
That's
this is
crazy.
him being funny and making good stuff. Now imagine if when that changes, like AI is. I'm terrified
That's.
of AI. Like
You can make it go real bad.
I feel
real
like the
quick.
only reason I'm not concerned with that happening to me is because the way I think is way too awkward for somebody to replicate and make it sound like it was.
But that
actually
doesn't
me.
matter.
Like not necessarily like the voice. It's the way that I speak. Like the way I structure a sentence. I don't think there's somebody can be like,
oh, you're right. There
use
isn't
my
somebody.
phrasing. Use my like a computer couldn't use
An
my
AI
phrasing.
could, a computer
That's
absolutely.
what's
could.
I would be impressed.
So now how AI works, it learns the cadence of talking, how you laugh, how you breathe, how your pauses are.
I mean,
it's-
like the way, like for instance, the way somebody would say something. Like the
you're
words-
talking about
the way-
like the verbiage
the
behind
verbiage, yeah,
it.
like the
Or-
word.
100% would
that
learn it. If you have enough content online,
that would be
which
like,
you do.
I definitely got enough. I got.
That's the problem,
plenty.
dude.
Yeah, somebody could be like, that's concerning.
It would take effort, but it could be done.
I feel like I'm one of the
that's
hardest
why
people to get. That
podcasting
can
is,
happen
like,
to me.
scary.
You're screwed. Yeah.
That's it. Like you could get like I'm just watching this guy make funny jokes and change their voices and make like instead of having both of them talk on the podcast, it was just one of them saying both sides, so it sounded like he was talking to himself. It sounds fluid.
like
like-
you cannot tell that
That
it's
is horrible.
not the
It
person.
is, and even worse, it's reading. They don't need to learn your cadence or speak because they could just take your voice and put it over somebody else speaking. So it takes the cadence from somebody else. So if somebody's saying a bunch of terrible shit, they can just put your voice over it.
Yeah, and then
Bro,
And then,
It
and
is
then the worst part is
wild.
like, people aren't going to really like take the time to like.
Nobody
figure
gives a
out
fuck if it's real.
Yeah, they're not going to see if it's really you or
Oh,
not.
we're in America. This
You'll
is
get
guilty
canceled
first.
Guilty after proven
Guilty until
not
proven
guilty.
guilty. Yeah, innocent. And
They
then
say
you're
you're
guilty
innocent
still.
and you're still guilty. Like the
AI
guy,
is
Jonathan
absolutely terrifying.
Majors. I think they just said that he like got like pretty much the guy. So the guy that's playing Kang in the new Ant-Man movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Him, he allegedly had like beat his girlfriend or something, and they recently just said that he didn't do it in court.
But that's
He's still guilty. Like they're gonna treat him the exact same way. He's already lost. Like they started cutting him out of all this stuff. But I'm like, the way the society works now, a lot of people already wrote him off. They're not gonna be like, oh, they were wrong. No, he's guilty. They're just gonna be like, oh, well, he got money. He probably paid to cover it up. They're just gonna come up with some other conspiracy to be like, he just couldn't have been a good guy. You had to do
nobody's.
something.
No.
You're
We're all
guilty.
terrible people.
But then I love the most is just wait 6 months and you're fine. It's like you can have the shitstorm happen. It's like, man, give it a 6 months to a year. Internet's gonna forget. You're gonna be a hero again.
Yeah.
You
It
can
could be Ezra Miller.
Huh?
Ezra Miller.
Bro, that dude, like,
He
I
got
do not
plot
understand that shit.
He got plotted. Bro is he need a movie just about him. I feel like he'd get away with more. I'm like, I hear
That
him.
entire scenario was
You
so
kidnapped-
insane.
Like, how's he free right now? Like, they
how
say
do you
he's
get
in
into
the
a movie? And how do you publish that fucking movie? And
That's
make a
crazy.
duplicate of the fucking pedo weird dude that's like, oh, he went to rehab.
Bro, did you see his red carpet walk? He had to have a person there with him to make sure he didn't run. Like he had like a chaperone.
That is ridiculous.
And they just gave him like, you guys need to all give him a second chance.
Yeah, let him slide. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
That's the one thing you look at what he did and you're like, this is what we let slide
This
though?
is the punishment.
Like he
Hollywood's fucking weird.
bro.
I never could have. That's like the main reason why I didn't want to do like TV. I feel like I wouldn't mind like being in a movie and then leaving, but like just being in that area and that environment, I feel like it's just too.
Actually, it's funny. He said Tom Holland, who we were talking about earlier.
He talked about that.
Yeah, he just put out he was in an interview and he's like, I fucking hate Hollywood. Everything about it is the antithesis of like what I want to be. It's awful. It's all awful. Like the industry destroys people. It changes how they act, how they think. And he's just like, I am trying to do everything I can to not lose myself in this industry.
Yeah, because he even said, he's like, I only do red carpets if it's mandatory. Past that, I want to be at home with Zendaya or whoever's girl. Is he? Are they still together? Huh?
I'm not even sure. They've been making jokes about him though, so I feel like they are. Because she had that movie and she got a train ran on her. And
Yeah.
it was like, that's actually the reason why I did YouTube though, because I was like, the TV route, I had like the connections to like start going that route. But I was like, if I gotta alter myself to fit these standards, or especially my main thing that I never was with was like somebody telling me to change like the way I talk and stuff. Because I don't talk formal, but I have 2 degrees, so like obviously I'm educated. I can code
but
switch,
you're like, I like you because
I'm like,
you're
I'm
you.
authentic.
You're fucking
Yeah.
you.
And so I'm like, if you can't accept that, I'm not doing it. I'm like, that was even like when I was going to get recruited for track and field. I'm like, I carry myself this way. This is how I am. I'm not causing any issues or anything, but it's like, you ain't gonna tell me that I gotta speak a certain kind of way because these people are present. I'm like, when I went to my job interviews, when I did have regular jobs, I dressed like this. I come in with this. I don't care what it says on the thing. I talk the same way. I shake their hand like that's my friend. I talk to them like that's my friend. I'm like, this is how I carry myself all the time. I don't own a suit. You're not gonna see me in one. I'm not wearing it.
And
so I'm like, and I got every single job.
And I'm going to take you, like, I would rather have an individual like that where I know it's 100% I'm getting who they are instead of fake.
Like,
Fake, I'm like, oh man, this is going to suck dick.
I might be a terrible person outside of this little acting thing that I'm putting on, but I'm like, if you can't accept it, then I probably wasn't meant to be in that area in the first place. So
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's LA is that you have to form or you'll get attacked. I mean, Chris, was it Chris? Not Chris Evans.
Hemsworth.
No, never mind. Maybe it's not Chris. Who plays? Oh, give me a second. It just came out.
Eli's processing.
It's processing very slowly.
Like one of them
He was in
old
Parks
Windows
and Recs.
computers.
God dang it.
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
I don't like that guy.
But Chris Pratt, so did you know he got on, like they just tried to cancel him because he said, God bless anything. Like, they're like, nope, you piece
He
of shit.
said, "God bless."
Because he praised God on.
Oh,
He's a
on-
church guy.
Yeah, he's a church guy.
Yeah.
So they were like, fucking, they did not like that at all.
There's literally only one celebrity I think that I actually like genuinely like
Tom
that I never
Cruise.
met, and it's Denzel Washington. Because I don't think
my-
I've ever heard anything bad about him, and he carries himself the exact same way all the time. And I'm like, I don't feel like that's common for most. Like, I don't keep up with anybody that I don't know personally. But like if I heard Denzel Washington did something, I'm gonna go watch it.
Denzel, dude, he is such a powerful actor when you watch his caliber and what he can portray, and then you hear his life story. He's just fucking spot on. It's him, Tom Hanks. I think Tom Hanks is a really good actor, but like for sure.
Leo's nice.
Leo, you got some of those actors where I'm just like, Leo lives his life too. He's having a good old time. Jamie Foxx talking about Leo is one of the best stories.
He tells great stories. He's great at telling stories.
Jamie Foxx, he's also a fantastic actor. Like when he tries out for a role and he's like, no, I don't want that because it's not portraying this proper.
Yeah.
And he goes into it really methodical. But him talking about Leo and that boat cruise, have I told you that one?
No.
When Jamie Foxx was out Caribbeans or someplace with his boat. He's chilling. He's having a good time with his family. He's like, oh, okay, this is awesome. Having a good time. He's like, then this fucking mega yacht pulls up. Boom. Pulls up next to him. It's fucking, and then Leo's like, hey, Jamie, what's up? And Jamie Foxx says, I never get jealous. Never. I got that awesome lifestyle. I look up at Leo's mega yacht. He's just with models, having a good ass time, almost 50 years old. And I think, motherfucker. Look back at his family. He's like, God damn it. It's like one of the few times I got jealous of somebody was that crazy. Dude cruising around in that fucking mega yacht just with hot ass models doing Leo stuff.
I was a big Will Smith fan. I didn't.
What happened?
I didn't lose respect for him after he slapped Chris Rock because that shit was funny. But as like a comedian though, that shit was kind of corny. I feel like it's the fact that he slapped Chris Rock. If he slapped somebody else, I probably wouldn't even care at all. Because I'm like, I just don't feel like he would have slapped anybody else. That's what it was. I feel like he was bullying him.
Yeah, Chris Rock's not a big dude.
Because I'm like, Chris Rock is. I think that might be the small. Other than Cat Williams, he might be like the smallest comedian.
Him and Chris Rock. No, Chris Rock and
like Kevin Hart, small.
Kevin Hart,
he's small. Like, he's kind of like
he's a
though.
built dude though.
Yeah, but like Chris Rock, like he got bullied in his own TV show. Like you gonna smack Chris Rock. Caruso beat him up, and then you just I feel like that was just it was corny. But other than that, I'm like I'm not gonna not watch his movies if it's good. But I feel like that was real. I feel like that made people feel like it was gonna be okay to go do it. So I feel like after that, it was a lot of people trying it. Like I'm gonna go on the stage and make me mad. Okay. I'm glad I don't do stand up. I got a gun. So I might shoot. Walk up on me. It's going to be the last time.
That shit was wild. Like,
just the idea and then
that it's
all
okay
the
to
aftermath.
Do that.
Dude, the aftermath too. It's the thought process is he made a joke. A comedian made a joke and not even an offensive one.
The joke sucked.
Yeah, that
wasn't even funny. I'm like,
it was just a G.I. Jane. Yeah, it was just G.I. Jane. She played that role. Or G.I. Jane was based off of Demi Moore back in the 90s when she played a Navy SEAL and she buzzed her head.
It was so many like things you could have implied. Like, was it that she was bald or was it that the movie sucked? Because he was kind of saying like she terrible at acting. But I'm like, what was the joke? Either way, none of the jokes that were possible were funny. Why did you get that mad about it?
Why did you get that mad about it? That you had to get up, walk on stage, and slap a man.
And you know what happened afterwards? Those black people, man, that 13%, they ruined everything. I was like, that's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
That's what I'm watching this Will Smith. As always, Eli doubles at myself, Baddie Streams, and our awesome fucking guest today, FredoOnTV. Please tell everybody where they can find you, where to look for your content. You can shill yourself.
You can find me on any platform at FredoOnTV. It's not Fredoon on TV. Fredoon TV. It's something like that. I always think FredoOnTV. Just mash it together. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. That's pretty much it.
Right, bam. Well, fucking check them out, everybody. We'll see you guys over on the Patreon after show immediately after this.
Been a pleasure, my guy.
Appreciate y'all having me.
And now to the after show. We do like a 20
We didn't clap. Shit. We're supposed to do that every time. We forget. Sorry, GVAN.